finally got it up. And now this week we don't have this stupid... I can't believe I missed the first play of the game. Pick 6. That is tough. Unlucky. I don't even know how many people are having here today, but we'll see. I can also put this over here. Oh no, I can't really put that over there, unfortunately. What if I was not full screen? Put it right here. That works perfectly. Look at that. Or, yeah, that, because then it looks like I'm looking at the camera too. That works. Look at me. Ingenuity. I can't extend it though. That's what we get though. Okay. Oh well. Here we go. I really hope that the Steelers offense starts to put it together. Panthers are selling on offense. We got Browns Steelers up right now. You can't multi-screen in Hulu, can you? Although I kind of after the first game, it looks like the I'm not a big believer in the Panthers, to be honest. I have Nick Chubb in a couple leagues, so if he does good today, that'd be nice. And I don't think... I also have a DraftKings going. Let's see what the DraftKings... I think I picked Deshaun Watson in the DraftKings. I don't really understand how DraftKings works, to be honest. Every single time I choke. And he throws a pick 6, so that's nice. But I did pick the Saints defense. Deshaun Watson with negative points. That's always nice. Yeah, the Panthers. The thing that would be unfortunate for the Panthers, they traded their pick to the Bears. Imagine they're the worst team in the NFL this year. The Bears get the pick, first overall pick with that pick, and then they draft Caleb Williams. So you basically traded up a fortune to get Bryce Young, and then a pick you traded away is Caleb Williams. That'd be unfortunate. Really unlucky. You gave up more to get Bryce. That would really suck. So you gotta hope that you win a couple just so you can't just so you don't have to say, oh, I traded Bryce Young and several other pieces I traded Caleb Williams and several other pieces for Bryce Young. That would be truly unfortunate right there. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of iffy. The thing is, I did not like Adam Thielen at all. Like, as far as where he is at this point in his career, you know, he's a little bit older. And I did not like that signing that much at all. And then everyone, like, tried to talk you into the fact that he was still a good receiver and a good signing. And he hasn't exactly improved. It's 2 games, I know. But he hasn't proven that he can do it through 2 games so far. And the thing I will say is that at least this season, Deshaun Watson's using his legs. Which is, you know, that's good for him. Also, it's kind of annoying. I can't figure out at all how to get music to play. Because like that you can't hear, which is, you know, whatever, but I don't know why Spotify hates me. Like if I unmuted the game, you'd hear the game. I think you can hear that. I don't even know. Oh no, I have it muted there. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, then it comes through there. Well, I don't know anymore, dude. Whoo wee. Do I have how many leagues in Underdog did I draft him in? I've been making money on Underdog specials every week. That has been nice. Nick Chubb up the middle? Well, I might as well. It is weird having 2 Monday night games going on at the same time. Unfortunately, I missed the beginning of this. That kind of sucked, but I missed a pick six and a chance to trash Deshaun Watson off the rip. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. What should I make a video on tomorrow? Since we don't have that many viewers in right now, and Isaiah's not even here. So what do we think of week 2? What do we think of the biggest storyline so far? Maybe we have a viewer right now on YouTube, which would be nice. I won't like that. I want it this way. And now more in the middle. Probably have to move that later, but... No viewers, right? That's lit. Let's go. George Pickens is playing this week, though, which is nice. I think that's probably Isaiah. Not you. Michael what? Yeah, Michael Thomas might still have it. What a catch. Who is it, Buster? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, yeah, that's Isaiah.
You streaming?
Yeah. I was trying to figure... I started the stream late. Did you make a... I didn't make a promo for it. I didn't even get... Hey, you.
Video.
What?
I'm just making a video for it. Getting up the old O.J. Simpson for college game day praise.
Which way are you going? This way?
Go this way.
Which way are you going? Which side of me?
Whichever side you want. Whichever side lets me look over at that chick on Tinder. That looks like an alt woman right there.
Probably is.
Got the pronouns in the bio. We'll probably try and peg you. I'm going over here.
Okay. Oh. Well, Panthers Prime was in here, but no one else.
Good for you, Panthers Prime. Hopefully this video changes something about that.
And Buster's in frame? Well, you look at that. So I'm thinking I might change my strategy for Monday a little bit.
How so? Too many videos to upload?
Because I'm noticing an upload... It takes like 3 hours to make a video.
Roundabouts, yes. Some more, some less.
And if we're streaming for 4 hours, you know, a game takes like, what, 3 hours?
Roundabout.
Then I'm at 7 hours between one TikTok and a stream. And then I'm at 10 hours if I do 2 TikToks, which is a lot of hours for one day, where I might be better served just doing one TikTok and like prepping for the stream or podcast or whatever, writing for that, then instead of doing 2 on a Monday, because I already am doing 1 on Sunday nights, or take away the Sunday night one and upload that one earlier on Monday, and then edit yours for later on. No, I don't want Panthers. Oh, I do have. Oh, that's an interception.
We got Panthers Prime.
Do you see like the second or third play of the game was a pick six?
No, I assume it was young Kenny Pickett who was slinging it though.
No, it was Mr. Deshaun.
Mr. Watson.
Mr. Watson. It was.
America's father, Mr. Watson. So that's the YouTube camera. Where's the TikTok camera? Are you not live up there yet?
It's right here.
Okay, there you go.
Is it blurry again?
Somewhat.
I hate this stupid camera, dude. That's the camera.
Now I got 2 people in there now.
A whopping 2. Are you one of them?
I'm not one of them, but...
Can you not put your feet up on my desk?
I forgot I had structural integrity issues. Hopefully once this promo video, and by promo video I mean me talking about how great O.J. Simpson is, gets up, some people will come in here.
You talk about how great OJ
Well,
is.
I briefly mentioned how great he was athletically, but he really should be on College Game. It's time to let him back in. Our guys over at Underdog had him on a podcast, you know.
They did?
They had him on something, because that OJ clip I've been seeing going viral recently has the Underdog logo next to it, and we're with Underdog, so... Also, would it be possible to get like a live score thing up there on the screen? Or is that beyond us? And by beyond us, I mean beyond you.
It's probably not beyond me. This last minute would probably take like 20 minutes.
Okay, don't worry about it then. Okay, just live stream the game and see how long the TikTok account stays up.
Well, we talked about it last time. The option there is you then screen like... Hulu's annoying.
It's got live sports.
It does have live sports. You could do like something like this.
Leaving aside, oh god, see those are the
You
good
could put like the
Cleveland
game.
Browns.
Oh, no. Yeah, you could put like the game.
Having the
pass
play-by
up.
thing up there would be cool if we could format it right, but that's also last minute.
Yeah.
What's
Anyway.
up, man? Second viewer. What do you think of O.J. Simpson?
I think I need to make a new TikTok account just so we can have 3 viewers.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
really maximize the output there. I'll log on to my other account and give us a view at some point here too. For whatever reason, videos always take a long time to upload when I'm at your house.
That's because you're not on my Wi-Fi.
Nah, even still, for 2 bars, it's going slow. But
Yeah, I don't have the best reception here.
so did you see that thing where the airplane got on the loose today?
I'm surprised you didn't. Can we delete that PGA video you made?
You're just a hater.
I'm not a hater. On the beginning of the video is horrible. It looks like some janky thing that some
It is
seven.
some janky thing. That is a janky video I'm reacting to. And I want to do proper justice to it. How would you have recorded that slideshow, pray tell?
What?
How would you have recorded
I would have done something more engaging than just randomly playing a shitty screen recording.
a shitty screen?
I
That is
saw
a
that.
high-quality
Isaiah,
screen
that
recording.
that content is beneath us.
Tristan, it's not beneath us. We're pretty low. It's beneath the PGA Tour's official account of Werewolf Post. Aside from your...
that editing is beneath us. We have moved past this.
have we moved past it? We moved past making horrible takes for the sake
How
of
did they
being
get down the
dunked
field
on.
already? Oh no, did they still have the ball and they get sacked? Unlucky.
Unlucky. Good Browns uniforms, though. Like, these are maybe the best white uniforms in the NFL.
It's better than the Bengals. I don't like the Bengals all white.
Oh, good for you, I guess. Non-racist. The stripes on the helmet are stupid for that, but...
The Bengals all white with the orange helmets look good though.
Not really.
You don't think any? I mean,
I don't think the Bengals uniforms look good in the first
so this is my hypothesis about the Bengals. You want to hear my hypothesis?
They've rushed Joe Burrow back too early.
No. I don't think the Bengals have fallen off. I don't think that's the case. I think the AFC North has caught up to them. Because you look at the Browns, Deshaun, they have a quarterback that, well, you know, I still don't like Deshaun, but their defense is for real. They have different pieces on offense. They got Amari Cooper. They got Elijah Moore now. They have Nick Chubb still. Their offensive line is great, certainly much better than the Bengals' offensive line.
The bar is not high on them.
And they have a much better defense than the Browns in the first place. And then you take a look at the Ravens. Their defense is always good. Lamar Jackson's healthy. They would have beat the Bengals in the playoffs last year. So I don't think it should really be a shock that the Bengals are... I don't think they took a step back. I think other teams just took that many steps forward.
Well, they played week 1 in the rain, and Joe Burrow's hurt right now. So the Bengals are now just worse than the rest of the division takes feel a bit premature. Like, at what point does it start mattering? Because you say week 1 doesn't matter. I think that's kind of stupid. Matters somewhat. Like, does week 2 not matter? does the first month of the season not matter? When does it start mattering?
Each game matters more and more as we approach the end of the season.
Okay.
It's a very logical process,
I'm going to
It's
say
not
this
that
then.
complicated.
I do not want to hear you mention these bad Vikings losses if they turn it around.
We got to
at some
comment on
point.
the YouTube. We have to respond to these. I always miss them. Do you say Baker Mayfield keeps up the pace, or will he come back down to earth?
Well, to be fair, he's not setting the league on fire. He's averaging 250 yards a game. But Baker Mayfield is playing a style of football which involves him not shooting his team in the foot, which is all that Buccaneers team needs to do with how good their defense and no line is to win games. So I think he can keep playing at that level. I don't think he's going to get any better, per se. I think playing terrible defenses helps. But I do really think Baker can keep doing what he's been doing. There's going to be 1 or 2 games a year he stinks it up and people talk about him getting benched. But he can just be a Jimmy Garoppolo-style game manager with the talent around him.
Do you
Mike
remember,
Evans is a beast.
this is a complete side note from the Baker Mayfield discussion, but do you remember a couple of years ago when Tom Brady first joined the Buccaneers and you had people actually convinced that Chris Godwin was better than Mike Evans? Do you remember this time period in NFL history?
Chris Godwin's had some injury issues. I will say that.
I mean, he's had some injury. I never understood that
he's made an
narrative.
all-pro team. He may have been better at that one specific moment, but
I mean, he's good, but he's not Mike Evans. Nobody's Mike Evans. And I'm upset I let the people convince me, or popular narratives convincing me Mike Evans wasn't going to be the best fantasy option this year. Because I drafted him in a few leagues, but not as much as I should have.
To be fair, it's also been 2 weeks. He could, 1, he's old, but 2, he could kind of slow down a little bit.
That's true, too.
He's playing the Bears. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, they
I'm
beat the
putting up-
Bears and they beat the Vikings, so not much of a...
2 bad secondaries. Well, but I'll say this. The Vikings secondary is actually better than I thought it was going to be. Their D-line's the issue. That D-line is so bad outside Neil Hunter. Like, the only way
Their
they can
interior
save,
defensive line is atrocious.
the only way they can save it is trading for Chris Jones or Chase Young at the deadline. That's the only shot they have.
I mean, Chase Young doesn't save that D-line either.
Very good run defender. His injury issues kind of hold him back, but...
I mean, I could... Let's actually
You don't
look
like
this
Chase
up.
Young because I've made fun of you about the Andrew Thomas.
No,
rating.
it has nothing to do with Chase Young.
I think it does.
We're going to take a look at the good old Vikings depth chart here.
The PFF grades.
I need to take a look-see. Who are their interior tackles?
It's a good fucking question.
Harrison Phillips and Jonathan Bullard. How
Dean
heavy?
Lowry also bouncing there occasionally. They're really only running one down defensive interior.
Their
guy,
nose
just having
tackle-
Pace walk in.
Guess how heavy their defensive tackles are.
I'd imagine not too heavy.
307 and 290. That's when you don't have their nose tackle.
I mean, they have a 350-pound dude on the road. God.
Oh no.
How about those mistakes?
Yeah,
Yeah, see, this is why I think the Falcons or the Bucks are winning the South. The Saints, Panthers, it's just ugly.
Well, I think the Panthers may be, be truly unfortunate. Did it finally upload?
It did finally.
There we go. That's why we got 2 viewers in.
0 views
Maybe.
still.
Like, just that is so ugly.
Tristan, you're so ugly.
I am.
Speaking of which, what was that chick you had up on Tinder? Was that like a screenshot or something?
Oh no, I just pulled it up.
You better have swiped right on that, or whichever
I
direction.
mean, she wasn't swiping right on me.
Shoot or shoot. I'd rather miss 5,000 shots and only take 7.
Yeah, whatever.
We love those they, them pronouns in the bio, probably Pegasus chicks. That is our thing here at Thick Man Inc. I'll say that because we got 0 viewers in the chat.
You have 1 viewer on YouTube.
Shout out to you, YouTube viewer. If you're listening to this, good on you. Or I hope you're not one of our parents, but I see 2 views here. There we go.
Or my dad. You see my dad when he comments on videos?
I do see your dad shows up as friends. This is my
Stop
that's a
touching.
Tripod. Hey, we got
Riley,
you.
what's up,
Riley?
brother?
Brethren? What do you think about OJ Simpson? That's going to be the question to anyone who pops into chat tonight. How do you feel about the juice?
That sounded like you said something else there.
The juice with a U-I-C-E. Thank you very much.
Sound like a J-E-U-S.
Really, both questions are worth asking, but good moral barometer.
How long until Najee gets benched?
How long until that entire interior line gets benched?
The Steelers' O-line?
Yeah. It's not good. What up, man? Shout out to the people just joining in now. We're talking about OJ Simpson And we are talking about Thursday or Monday Night Football, mainly OJ Simpson. It's a lot of blank space over there. You could probably slide that way a little bit and let me come into frame more.
No, it's blurry. That's what pissing me off.
So the massive blank space over here doesn't piss you off with me crammed in the corner.
No, it being blurry is more annoying to me.
But the glare coming off your forehead not being in maximum luster pisses you off.
It's blurry. It's fucking alright. Maybe it doesn't have good autofocus. I think that's probably the problem.
I also was trying to focus on two people, which might be the issue.
Yeah. God damn it! Let me see.
Yeah, like picking up massive yardage on a 3rd and long when you go underneath. That's going to make the people who have Warren fantasy-wise think he's better than Najee. I'm still saying Najee's better, though. Who's worse, New York or Minnesota? I think New York's pretty clearly worse. Vikings have lost 2 one-score games to teams that are going to be in the playoffs.
Not blurry anymore.
Not blurry anymore.
Maybe, I think we probably just need... By the way, I have a bone to pick with you. I don't even remember what the bone is that I had to pick with you.
Well, don't hurt yourself trying to remember. I think, again, you scooting over.
I can't. The leg of my desk is right there.
Move the chair back then. Maybe I should just bring the folding.
You should probably just bring a chair. No, we're not using the... Listen.
Do you have an issue with my lawn chairs, Tristan?
I do have an issue with your lawn chairs.
You can sit your fat ass on the floor tomorrow, then.
What is your take on Danny Dimes? And outside of their passing attack, who's worse, New York or Minnie? Oh.
Outside of their passing attack, outside the most important thing you can have in football, everything's bad. Okay. I mean, their secondary is not as bad as it was going to be, but Minnesota can move the ball and put up 28 points and should have been more on elite defense, but they've turned the ball over 7 times this year. Like, losing one-score games when the turnover differential is that bad to playoff teams, things could be worse. That might be cope on my part. The Eagles and Buccaneers might just be terrible and the Vikings worse. But I think there's still a pretty good shot they compete for the NFC North.
Thoughts on the Denver Broncos?
Broncos country, let's cry. It does not help them that they're in the best division in football, or at least one. The AFC West with the Chargers and the Chiefs is not going to be a favorable place to try and fight for a wild card. The Raiders are better than expected too, but...
Well, at least for the Broncos, they do finally have their first-round pick back. So when they go... when they win 2 games, 3 games, and finish last in the AFC West, they're going to be able to draft Caleb Williams, Drake May... is it Penix from Washington?
Thoughts on the Rams? I think they're much better than we all thought they were going to be. Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell look great, both of them. Some of that's because they're getting that Cooper Kupp volume since he's out of the lineup. But even if Kupp comes back, I think both those guys will keep producing. So the offense is going to be good. The defense, holes in the secondary, linebackers could be better, but they've got Aaron Donald, which will win you a game at least. So I think the Rams get in the wild card.
Hey, they said you can't guard them.
I probably can't, depending on who it is. I got bad knees.
No, they're talking about me.
I can't guard you. Tristan.
No. He's saying I can't guard him.
You probably can't guard him either.
I know I probably can't.
Bad knees, bad shoulders.
Last time I ran a route, I pulled a hamstring.
What does that tell you?
Against an 8th grader.
Got cooked by an 8th.
Hey, he's a future Power 5 receiver, okay? I'm putting my money.
You're putting your money on that.
I'll put my money on it. It'll
grow another inch, and you're just going to live in shame.
Is this another pick six? No, that's the
first one.
That's the first one.
Here comes another turnover. Bat.
He posted a video about OJ.
It's time to let him back in. He's appearing on Underdog affiliated podcasts, which means we over here at Thick Men Inc. are welcoming to him. We have no gripe with OJ. And the Raiders are...
Don't speak for both of us.
I have no gripe.
It's always we here at Thick Men Inc.
Thoughts on the Raiders? I think the Raiders, despite winning week 1, looked completely outmatched against a good team in week 2. So, they're not getting the first overall pick, but they may be cooked a little bit. That's not a playoff team. Jimmy G does not carry the boats in the logs.
How soon until Aiden O'Connell is a starter?
I don't know. 1 bad week from Jimmy's not enough to do it, but I think 4, given his injury history, probably are. So by the end of the month, if things keep going bad, he's out of there. If not.
Can you read that? You have your glasses on, so you can actually read that, can't you?
Oh, and what up, Isaiah? What up, Matthew Grill?
Said, "Oh my glorious honey bun, Tristan, you're back."
Oh, Lord.
The people love me. I'm fantastic.
Tristan's a D1.
D1 49ers. I do not hate the 49ers.
You hate the 49ers.
No, I don't.
It's pretty clear you do.
What?
How are you going to feel when Christian McCaffrey wins MVP? All their players sign for cheap contracts, so their salary cap situation's all right. They win the Super Bowl, and then going into next year, they nail all their draft picks. By the way, I got a bone to pick with you. You said Jake Moody was a bad pick because he was missing kicks in preseason. He hasn't missed a kick this year. He looks great in the real games.
He's
So,
also from
wrong
Michigan,
about
so that also makes that pick a bit rough.
a bit rough. A kicker who can bang through from 59 yards in the college football playoffs.
Ooh, nice catch.
And
I think
we
was
made
that
a
Mari?
PI.
That's defensive PI.
Yeah.
Jimmy G's very injury prone, and I'm a Niner.
Oh, the Niners fan. Tell them, Tristan. Tell them how bad they're going to be.
Panthers Prime thinks you should make your own TikTok,
I do make my own TikToks.
like on your separate account.
Let me tell you
He
about
said you're
some-
cramping my style.
I'm cramping your style. Is that what you said, Panthers Prime? Make your own TikToks. Okay. Did not say you're cramping the style, but...
Bills held Josh Jacobs to -2 rushing yards, so I'm happy.
Yeah, franchise kicker in the third round's not a bad pick. Like, if you asked a team to, they get a top 5 kicker, a top 10 kicker for...
You think he's going to be a top 10 kicker?
Yeah, it's not hard to be a top 10 kicker in the grand scheme of things. I think he might already be
So if
a
he
top-
starts posting on Instagram, though, then
that's
his
a
career
bad
is going to
sign.
fall
That's
off.
a bad sign. For those of you in the chat who have not heard before, I'll reiterate this. Kickers are a squirrely group of people.
Can I
Like,
make
once
this
they get in
smaller?
the public eye, whether that be self-inserted or not, their mentality just explodes.
There we go.
Justin Tucker, best kicker in football, might be a Hall of Famer. No kicker should be a Hall of Famer, but might make the Hall of Fame. Has fallen off a cliff, missed a bunch of field goals ever since he started posting cute little videos on social media trying to sound cocky and whatnot.
Now I'm a D1 Browns hater? What are we talking
you
about
do hate
here?
the Browns too. That's also true.
I hate Deshaun Watson. There's a difference.
I don't think you like Myles Garrett.
Well, I just made a video saying I was wrong about the Browns.
That doesn't mean you don't hate them. It means you're admitting you're wrong.
Well, at least I said that. Isaiah's biceps. Oh, you want to see fucking biceps?
That's all.
Wait,
Dude,
I
put
gotta.
that thing away. There are children here. Want to put the thumbs up? Is that it? Are you intimidated?
Let me hit a lat spread real quick.
Bro, my lats are sore. I had some meaningful lat pull downs today. Ohio State's kickers suck. They cannot perform under pressure. Shout out to whoever lost them the college football playoffs, though, because they would have whooped TCU if they made it to the final. That would have been a equal slaughter, if not.
Isaiah's 500 D1 offers and Giants hating.
Bama's calling me. They're saying we need someone on our team, in our organization, who hates the Giants as much as you. And I say, hey, I'm that guy. The crazy part is, while I do hate the Giants mainly because of his lunacy, I don't hate them as much as I hate the Eagles or the Cowboys. They're the third.
My
place team.
lunacy.
You are a lunatic, an insane man.
You're the one who said the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl.
I say that every year. That's more so a principle thing. Until they are eliminated from the playoffs.
But
they are
I'm the
winning
lunatic.
No, I'm a fan. You're a lunatic. You actually believe the stuff you're saying. Anyway,
You do too.
Vikings are dropping maybe one game the rest of the year and going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I may back off from winning it a little bit, but...
Oh my
Lord.
God.
Got you?
Ooh, good play. Deshaun. Oh no. Yeah, we love the representation.
Oh, the female ref or the ref of the wrong hair. Good for her. Good for they, them.
So, you know Deshaun Watson's not getting calls this game.
It's messed up, man.
I feel bad when you got flamed for your Giants. That's what I'm talking about. He knows the grind.
You believed that. That's the thing. You had been telling me for a month prior to that game, yeah, the Giants are going to win that game. They're going to shock.
I was trying to speak.
You were trying to speak it into existence in a private conversation with me. You're out of your nuts. Pronouns are crazy. Look, Tristan, while I came in here, was swiping on Tinder with a very attractive woman who looked like she had pronouns on her bio. We here at Thick Man Inc. accept the pronoun crowd as long as I smash that like button, hit the follow button, and be sure to share it to all their they-them friends. And we've lost viewers now. Viewers clearly do not like the they-them friends.
Amari Cooper is playing.
We probably should talk about the football game somewhat. Give some commentary here, Tristan.
And TJ Watt off the left side. And he's sacked.
We're in a commercial break, dipshit.
I'm just predicting what's going to happen next. That way it looks like...
Speaking of which, let me see how the OJ video is doing. Based off the 3 viewers in here, I don't think it's doing that well, but...
Nick Chubb, best running back so far.
That would be
best
Christian
running.
McCaffrey.
Best running back by far. That is just a wrong... That is incorrect.
Hey, over 1,000 views in the first 10 minutes. That's nice.
That's been happening with all our videos recently. And then they get
and then
like...
it falls off a cliff. And it's the same jabronis in the comments. Like, it's our Man Panthers Prime. It's the dude with the cyberpunk profile picture.
Which one?
Actually, that's not cyberpunk. It's some.
I don't know. I don't
I
recognize
got
that guy.
no fucking clue. He comments on our videos though, so I'm cool with them. What is bro blabbing about? See, I've just started blabbing recently. I've seen my man Jokic Joestar. Shout out to him. We got 0 viewers in this motherfucker again.
What's the score? I'm banned on Google.
How do you get banned on Google? What type of terroristic shit you gotta do to make that happen? And it's 7-3 right now.
I believe that's the Salt guy. Because now he's fart in the YouTube chat.
I don't see the correlation. Banned on Google. What were you looking up, man?
Buccaneers look better than every NFC South team.
Kind of true. Their offense looks better than the Falcons, and the defenses are comparable. And the Saints look terrible. And there's
I think it's... Well, after 2 weeks, it's definitely a Buccaneers-Falcons race. But the Falcons... I don't understand how you draft... Kyle Pitts 4th overall. You draft... Was Drake London... He was 9, 10, or 11. Which one was
early
it?
First.
The first receiver off the board. You have talent... And do you know who their leading receiver is right now? Have you seen this stat already?
I'm going to assume it's either Algier or Bijan.
It's Mac Hollins.
Well, good for Mac Hollins, making a name for himself. You know, those two guys are probably drawing a lot of coverage away from the running backs and Mac. So.
Can you just say, we love you, Mr. Beast? Well, I just said it.
We do love... Well,
we love you, Mr. Beast.
Our good pal Theo Ash. Search Rugby is...
That's how he got banned. How about the Panthers? It's going to be a long season.
Development. We are going to develop. And rugby's better than football in some ways. The games flow a little bit better and it's faster. Other than that, though, and they both got their strengths and weaknesses. I like watching football more. Then again,
that's a fumble.
It is a fumble. I support USA-based sports primarily, and the MLR is not that good, hence why I got invited to a recruiting camp for it. If there is even a 1% chance I can play in your professional league, that sports league's not good.
Falcons making playoffs. Panthers might take it. Panthers are not taking the South. They just don't have enough offensive weapons. I mean, Miles Sanders is a nice piece. He's the furthest thing from a top 15 back in the NFL, top 20 back even. The Falcons have 2 running backs better than him on their roster.
Are we calling Algier better than him? Because
what do you think?
Kind of have a good O-line, and he was the only lead back. So I can't. They're similar. I think Sanders. Algier's definitely on a better contract.
That's true.
But hey.
Do you wipe or let it grow?
I was deliberately not responding to that. If you were drafting any Falcons receivers in the blind hope they'd be successful with Desmond Ridder as their quarterback, it's your fault. That team is running the ball. I wouldn't even draft the running backs because of how much they're running it. They are splitting that backfield and giving Cordell some love too.
Why did they ever even draft Drake London or Kyle Pitts if they're not going to throw it to him?
They're 2-0.
They are 2-0.
How are you going to feel if this team wins like 14 games and averages 100 passing yards a game? Because their schedule's terrible.
Well, the Giants won 10 games last year and they couldn't pass the ball to save their lives.
There you go.
You want to talk about Daniel Jones being a top 10 quarterback?
So he was a top 10 quarterback the final half of the Cardinals game, which makes up for the fact he was the worst quarterback in football the first 6 quarters of the season. So I'd say that puts him like right around 20-25 in terms
I think 17. We could be a little generous.
We'll say 25-17, somewhere in that range.
You're overreacting when it comes to Tua.
Well,
he sucks Tua off. He sucks Josh Allen off. Who else do you suck off?
I don't really suck anyone off, Tristan, although you being obsessed with what I say about other men projects insecurity and weird sexual fetishes onto you. Tua's a very good quarterback. I think he's got a better case for being a top 5, maybe not an inner circle elite type guy, not on the Allen Burrow, Mahomes, Hurts level, although Hurts hasn't been playing at that level either, but he might be that 5th spot, him and Lamar, because he is just torching people through the air. Leads the league in receiving or passing yards. What do you want, man?
Kirk is a way better quarterback than Danny Dimes and significantly better passer.
While that is true, that is not exactly.
Would Kirk Cousins have made that second half comeback?
Yes.
No, he wouldn't
He made
have.
the
Stop
biggest comeback in NFL history last season.
Yeah, but
Yeah, shut up.
if he saw Josh Dobbs walking out there putting up points, he'd be intimidated by that,
The
man.
sheen from Josh Dobbs' hair. Tristan, you realize that I think Mike Glennon was the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts that week, a comparably mid player. Was that Mike Glennon? Who was their quarterback at that point?
Which week?
The week they got came back on by the Vikings.
They got came on.
Yeah, on their backs. I'm trying to think. It's not Carson Wentz.
Wasn't it the Vikings Bills? No.
Colts.
Oh, the comeback, yeah.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. The Giants are done for. If they
Mike
manage to
Glennon was on the
lose,
Giants, by the way. I'll have you know.
Do I care? No.
I
Does
don't know. Or he
anyone
might not
care?
have been on the Giants. I don't even know.
Kirk are taking the Vikings to the playoffs.
I'm a Bills fan, and even I can say Isaiah's on Allen's meat sometimes.
If Madison, think what you want, but Madison is running outside the line of scrimmage fine, but he's a power back who thrives in between the tackles, which doesn't work when your guards are Ezra Cleveland and Ed Ingram and your center's hurt. Like, you can't be a power back if you're getting hit in the backfield before you can build up steam. It's not on him. The fumbles are, but him not being able to find much success inside the tackles is purely an O-line issue. And the defense kind of stinks.
Kirko taking the Vikings to the playoffs if the defense in Madison can be decent. Well, the thing is, Madison's been horrible, and their nose tackle's 307 pounds, so when they play teams that can run the ball...
Yeah, feminine 307 pounds. What a twink.
Yeah, but guess, they don't have Sexy Dexy up in there able to stop the run.
You know, I've met Dexter Lawrence, which is more than you can say.
Well, I've met Christian Wilkins.
I don't
and Jabril
care.
Peppers.
I also don't care. How many all-pro teams they got?
None.
Funny how that works.
Although,
The Isaiah I'm not going to say about the Isaiah effect. You meet me, you go on to do big things.
most overrated sport is cricket.
Who watches cricket outside the continent of India?
Wait.
Did
Did you say that on purpose?
the subcontinent? I'll rephrase.
The continent of India?
The subcontinent.
This is the type of education you get here in North Carolina.
Only the best.
Luckily, Kevin O'Connell has a great offensive passing attack because if he had the Bears' offensive playbook, Kirk would be dead behind that line.
You know, if Kirk had an 18-minute drop back like Justin Fields, he's also probably be dead behind that line. Oh, we only throw short yardage stuff. He can't let the ball sail downfield. Yeah, the Bears do that because by the time Justin Fields back in the pocket and ready to throw, it's been 4 days. A sundial has gone around 4 times by the time Fields is ready to unleash the ball from the pocket. Like, I thought that was a joke when I saw it on Twitter, but Fields really does have the slowest drop back in football, which is insane considering how much of an athlete he is.
Did you see they called the screen 3 plays in a row before the Big Six? Listen, I have been the biggest Justin Fields stan. One of the biggest. And Isaiah has made fun of me for that for the longest period of time now. I can admit he's played bad this season. He has not looked good.
Played bad last season.
He's looked the furthest thing. He's looked like the furthest thing from a franchise quarterback. At the same time, the Bears' play calling has been hilariously bad. Have you seen all the clips on...
The playbook gets real small when Justin Fields refuses to move and run outside the pocket.
They're stacking receivers and running 2 curls right next to each other.
Probably take off running then. At 1,000 yards last season. He's on pace for about 200 this year.
How are the Braves down 7-1 in the 6th?
Regular season baseball, my friend. Nothing more to be said. It gets late early sometimes.
The field stand's been quiet for 2 weeks now. It was a play when he had an open receiver for a TD, and he waited too long and took a sack.
He did get sacked in a Oh, that's a fumble. That might be a fumble 6.
I think that guy might be dead. Oh, it's another
counter.
fumble.
Oh.
What?
That's Brown's ball, but...
Is that Steelers ball?
No, it's not.
Are we sure about that?
Well, the Browns had possession, then it got fumbled out of bounds. We probably should talk about the football game.
Is David Miller, is he okay?
I haven't heard much from old David Miller. I hope he's all right. I got no ill will towards David. I think it's kind of amusing to make fun of him a little bit, but it's getting to the point I kind of feel bad for him. I think the Bears have a good fullback situation right now, which is probably the only thing keeping him hanging on, but UNC, oh man.
Oh, he is not okay.
The hair did not help. For those of you watching at home, this dude oh man, absolutely slobber knocked.
It's kind of funny how he fell.
He felt like a dead body, man. Jesus. You know, I'd say that you were right. The Braves are winning the World Series, but they got whooped last year by the Phillies come playoff time, and the Phillies are once again getting a little bit hot.
Is that budget Cole Beasley?
We probably shouldn't be making fun of him considering he just got concussed.
Probably.
Yeah, that's Browns ball. How unfortunate. 2-0 Cleveland Browns. This is new territory for them. Have they ever been 2-0 before?
They're still losing.
They're about to score.
Well, didn't the Browns win like 12 games at Baker?
11.
Won Baker 11 games?
I think they started slow, though. And then the very next year, the brilliant Kevin Stefanski decided to make Baker Mayfield pass the ball 50 times a game despite him having a jacked up shoulder. Do you remember that time period in the NFL?
I do remember that
Where
time
Baker
period.
Mayfield was slinging the ball for 300 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 picks, and could barely move his upper body. And Stefanski would just keep calling pass plays. If you want to talk about collusion, there is pretty clear collusion by the Browns coaching staff against young Baker.
Fart is preying on your downfall.
Good for him, man. I've been praying on that too. I've been too far up recently.
Did you see the pass on Twitter in the college game where the offensive lineman picked it up and threw a touchdown?
I did. It's been a good week for the big men. Between that,
That was 2 weeks ago,
catch.
but
Between that, the Cole Strange catch and the gadget thing the Chargers did for a touchdown to big old 79. Good stuff for the big boys. Offensive weapons to be sure.
who's the best team in the MLB?
Braves, Dodgers, maybe. I mean, those two are pretty clearly above everyone else, in my opinion. Maybe the Astros are getting hot at the right time, but I'd say it's the Braves or the Dodgers. 7-game series, it's a bit more obvious who's really better, but anything can happen. It's the playoffs. Some people are clutch, some people aren't.
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
How's your OJ video doing?
Let's see.
Yeah, every
And
time.
we have capped out on views at just under 2,000 after a crispy 25 minutes. It's a brutal cycle. We love Mr. Beast. Why am I saying that?
I'm also banned on notes and calculators.
It's an evil world, man. You can put some wild stuff in those calculators, I'll tell you that. I know from personal experience.
Best team in the MLB would have to be my Dodgers.
That's not outlandish, having two of the top three.
What a
MLB
hot
pitchers.
take.
Someone gives a factual, logical take, and you make fun of them. I see why you keep getting clowned on by the TikTok community at large.
Listen, you're just a little... I think you're just salty your Vikings take didn't get super viral.
I'm a little bit salty, I won't lie, but it also wasn't as woefully incorrect as you want.
You don't know how to fan the flames quite like I do.
I don't know how to be stupid like you know. It's a learned skill. They teach you that up in New York.
I'm a hot take artist. You're my...
Tristan, your type of art is taping.
You're my student.
You're taping a banana to a wall and calling it modern art. I'm gonna tape my nuts.
I'll teach you.
I'm gonna
eventually.
tape my nuts to your forehead in the podcast tomorrow. I dunk all over you. Put that clip out there.
I'm also banned on Reddit Gore.
To be fair,
that'd be impressive.
Oh, it's easy to get banned on pretty much any subreddit. You just post off topic. I'm sure our good pal Salt did his normal form of blabbering over there, and they just got
Do
him.
we have a favorite rapper?
Yes, you have a favorite rapper. You know who it is. Anyone who looks at your particular skin color
Oh,
knows.
shut up.
I can't say who my favorite rapper is because of certain political comments he's made recently. But
You like Tom McDonald?
No,
You seem like
it's
a
not Tom McDonald.
You seem like a Tom McDonald.
it's worse
guy.
comments, I'm afraid.
Kanye West.
College Dropout was a very good album. Graduation, very good album. Through the Wire was all time generational. That stuff that fed families. Nations were healed with that song, and then probably redestroyed by Kanye's later comments.
Is he actually your favorite rapper?
You know, who else is with him in it? I don't like most of the new stuff. I'll put on some Yeet when I'm lifting. I probably listen to more Yeet than I listen to Kanye just because it helps me max out on deadlift. But
I like Kanye, but I hate the World War II guy.
I hate the World War II guy.
Who's that?
I think that's the Big H.
Oh.
coming in from your home country. Can't say his name.
Man.
He's going to be banned on YouTube if he says his name. We were trying to lull you into a trap there, man. If you did say his name, we would have reported the comment, and that would have been capiche for you. Why am I missing the exposure?
I was turning off the auto exposure back on and off, so it seems like it helps the blurriness.
I'm glad someone else has good taste. Can't stand his music, but man, he makes some good political comment there. That's a joke.
Are you a fan of Captain America?
No. That dude is a loser.
You don't like my shirt?
No. Which side were you on? Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Team Iron. Oh.
This ain't hard. It's Team Iron.
Honestly, I haven't seen that movie in forever. If we're talking movies in general, greatly prefer the Iron Man movies.
I'm just saying, like, which side were you on? I kind of like the...
like, in the Civil War movie?
Yes.
I can't even remember the plot.
The Winter Soldier dude killed Tony's parents. Spoilers, by the way, for a 10-year-old movie. Then had his brain washed and forgot he killed his parents. And then there were other super soldiers who were going to kill more people's parents. It's a stupid plot, but it involves Cap lying to Tony and being a really shitty friend.
That sucks.
Sucks for him. That's why I'm Team Tony. And he's got a better mustache. That is unfortunate for my fantasy team.
Who?
Nick Chubb being hurt. Well, that's unfortunate for the Browns offense, too.
Are you winning in the TikTok league?
Oh, yeah, I already won. I smoked our good pal Jackie. He left Daniel Jones on the bench for Trevor Lawrence, which cost him 20 points, but that wouldn't have mattered. Are you winning?
I put up 165 with 3 tight ends starting, so fuck with me.
To be fair, they're 3 of the top 6 tight ends.
They are.
A unique draft strategy, to be sure.
What?
A message eaten by you guys. Okay, I appreciate that, man. I will be using that for any of my larger friends' live streams in the future. I love our fans, man. They keep us honest. Even by you, probably. But speaking of, how much are you weighing these days? You're looking more svelte, but I think I'm still lighter than you.
Yeah, you are a lightweight.
And a lightweight. Still bench more than you, but hey.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
How much do you bench?
It's feeling like a 355 type day today.
That's it?
Right now it is. I'm 230, 225 pounds. Close to double body weight.
Oh, we're probably the same then.
2.5 body weight.
We're probably about the same.
If only I wasn't a foot taller than you.
NBA opener is soon. My Nets are going to do really mid or really good this season. No other option.
Oh, there's another option. There is certainly another option.
If JT dominates like in 2021, does he get paid?
No.
By the sounds of it, Jim Irsay is not a fan of paying the good old running back.
I'm 5'16", since you asked.
You see Saquon's out 3 weeks?
Yep.
That's unlucky.
It is, but I think your put the backup running back in is stupid.
They literally were telling Saquon to fall down at the line of scrimmage.
Should have fallen down better then. But, oh man, they got the card for him. That is unfortunate.
Unlucky.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Shut up. How tall is Isaiah?
5'16".
I think that's 6'4". Cool.
Oh, watch out. Here comes Mr. Watson.
What were you gonna call him?
Mr. Cosby.
Oh.
What do you Tristan, do I need to introduce you to all my ex-girlfriends? Now, they may hate me, but still.
I'm 6 foot and I turn 15 next week. I think I'm doing good in height.
It's all downhill from there, bud. You've capped out, I'm afraid.
Well, I was I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, you thought you were going to be tall, didn't you?
I did. Because
You
when
got
you're the tallest kid in your grade your entire life and then you grow 2 inches in high school, it's kind of depressing.
Well, 1.75 inches.
Fuck you.
My dick didn't get bigger. I didn't get any taller. I didn't get any faster or stronger. This is bullshit.
The Captain America shirt is built like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't even know what that means.
It's a little bit faded. Which is how I should start showing up these live streams.
Watson equals Bundy.
I don't think he's eaten anyone yet.
Ted Bundy wasn't eating people.
Which one is that then?
That was
Dahmer.
Clinks.
No, that was Dahmer who's eating people.
Oh yeah, was he eating people?
I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Dahmer was. Ooh, can we talk about serial killers? Because I can parry that beautifully into talking about the Kennedy assassination again and get banned on TikTok. He didn't get killed by Lee Harvey Oswald. Harvey Oswald was involved, but it was definitely our friends over there at the Central Intelligence Agency.
Well, the Chargers hired a defensive coach just for him to...
He's trying to steer us out of hostile waters. He's doing his best.
No, they talked about the Chargers there. Our friend
like
Tyrone.
35 years old.
He's still good, though. Not as
Evidently
good as he used. Not as good as he used to
I mean,
be.
he's in the NFL. He's probably all right at football, but still.
Isaiah about to get smoked through the window.
I'm gonna just move Tristan slightly in front of me here, so the assassin takes him first. Although, given the magic bullets they appear to be firing, I might still be in danger directly behind him. But if I had my whiteboard here, there's a great Wendigoon video out there I urge all of you to go look up where he explains how the Kennedy assassination was BS. I could demonstrate the proper angles of shots and whatnot. Bullets don't magically fall out of people completely intact. I think it's still with the casing on. They said, oh yeah, this got fired. Bullshit, man. What do they think they're doing here? Who do they think they're fooling? We keep having congressional committees meet about this and say, yeah, there's definitely a conspiracy. We just can't figure out what that conspiracy is, so we're not going to touch it anymore for another decade. The CIA stinks, man. And I don't care. I'm never going to be able to work for them based off...
Are you talking about the Kennedy assassination?
I am talking about... They said smoke through the window. What do you think that was in reference to?
You talked about smoking earlier.
No, they say smoke.
The look on your face.
I'm trying.
When I say something so stupid.
I don't think you're joking because I know you're capable of being that stupid.
No, I'm not. Come on, give me a little respect here.
There's no respect to be had. But smoke through the window. Let me ask you this. Or I'll ask the chat this since we got a crispy 4 people in here in total. What topic should we talk about tomorrow in terms of podcasting? Because obviously we do the predictions.
How do you feel about LSU? I'm asking you because I know shit about. I've gotten more in my college football this season. I've watched a few games. I know more about the sport. I've read articles. I listen to Joe Klatt every week.
Joe Klatt don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. You still don't know shit about college ball. LSU is in a rough spot because they are going to be matching up against Alabama at least once a year. Their all-time rivals list in that 8-game SEC schedule puts them with at least 2 losses annually. And their quarterback situation is good. It's not as good as people thought it was going to be this year. And their defense stinks. So they're probably 3rd in the SEC. Behind Georgia, obviously. I don't know if Bama catches them or not. It's hard to say. I don't think they're very good. Tennessee disappointed me. Milton did not look like a high-level college quarterback. Just looked like a super talented athlete. Florida has disappointed me to start the year, but appeared to be bouncing back. The SEC is just not that good this year. I think it's really just Georgia, and even they have looked sketchy at points. Like South Carolina played them close. Ball State held them to 1 touchdown the first half, I think. That conference has gotten worse. The transfer portal has taken a lot of food out of their mouths. I think the ACC's better. Well, I'll rephrase. The top of the ACC is definitely not better, but in total, the ACC is better. And the top of the Big Ten is definitely better.
What's your take on the Lions versus Seahawks? I'm happy the Seahawks offense woke up. That saved a lot of my fantasy drafts. So that was nice.
Gotta talk about fantasy football. Both those teams aren't very good defensively. Aiden Hutchinson might be the most held man in football. Did you see that final play of the game?
Aiden Hutchinson, man. That's what you have to say about the Lions every week is be all Aiden Hutchinson held.
They're cheating on him, man. He's
They're
got a higher
cheating.
double team rate than any other defensive end. I'm sorry, I know the talking points and you don't. Go watch that final play of the game and tell me what you think. You've got multiple monitors here. We're not talking about the football game. Pull up the controversial call.
The controversial
non-holding call. But their secondary is not up to snuff. Their pass rush has not been good outside of Hutch, despite him getting a bunch of attention. Seahawks hold. Type that in. Thoughts on the 49ers? They're going to be one of the two best teams in the good old... That's probably it.
On the last touchdown?
Last touchdown, yes. They're going to be one of the 2 or 3, probably 2 best teams in the NFC. And if they can get past the Cowboys, they're going to the Super Bowl. Assuming, of course, the Vikings don't start swarming.
He was held, though. That's what that guy... I didn't say that.
Knows more ball than you.
United States Intelligence.
Hey, chill out, man. Come on. We cannot be having the United States Intelligence in here. We do not like that. The intelligence organizations are concerning.
I don't see a hold.
Well, yeah, you don't see the entire play. The United States Intelligence Organization has joined the chat. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to have to stop talking about candy for a few minutes if you keep that up. Although that might be a good thing, all things considered. You know, considering we stream these games at the same time as the Steelers play or the Monday night game, we probably should try and at least somewhat mention what's going on. Spell that dude's name without looking at it. You saw
Spell it?
Spell it. What was his name? Right now. Spell it. Go.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah?
Go.
Owusu-Kora. O-K-O-R-A. Kora. And then it's either M-O-A-H.
There's a W in there somewhere, so you messed up.
You spell it.
I ain't spelling it.
That's what I thought.
Hey, I'm the asker of questions.
Ice Spice is overrated.
You listen to her. I watch her music on mute with the videos, but...
I would not be shocked if you slid in her DMs before.
I would rather miss 1,000 shots and only shoot 3. Eventually, one of these motherfuckers is going in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My... Do you think Kenny Pickett is the problem, or is it Matt Canada?
It's Canada, it's the O-line, it's Pickett. And his receivers are overrated. We keep overrating George Pickens, and fantasy owners keep overrating Deontay Johnson. It's not a good recipe.
And they used to have Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool stinks.
Ever since that 4 touchdown game with when he got the Mapletron
he used
label.
them all up. Kind of like how Nick Foles threw 7 touchdowns in a game and can barely throw one anymore. Used them all up, saved them for the playoffs, used them all up then, and stinks once more. Is he still in the league as a backup, or is he gone now?
I think he might have been cooked. The guy on the left got left on red by the Snapchat AI.
Thankfully, I don't have Snapchat, but most of the AIs I have tried to talk to gave up on it pretty quickly. Apparently, I was not mentally stable and should seek professional help beyond their scope. But hey, we got a Biltmore House advertisement, I think. Very scenic. Nice view of rich white people. Yes, Biltmore Estates. There we go.
Notice how Mahomes has thrown 2 picks in the first 2 games of the season. Potential fall off. Joke.
It's less of a joke than you might want it to be.
Something that is, Eric Bieniemy evidently probably going to be a head coach next season because the Commanders are averaging 27 points a game right now. Chiefs averaging 18.5 points a game.
To be fair, he was playing the Cardinals. It's not hard to score on them. The Broncos more impressive, but it's been 2 whole games. Like, it's like me overhyping Tua's leading the league in passing yards through 2 games. Above the bricks.
Why are you so obsessed with Tua, by the way?
Well, he's probably the most hated on quarterback for things he can't control. Like, him not having a lot of arm strength, him being injury prone, and him being short are 3 things he has absolutely no control of, and people just constantly trash it for him. Like, Justin Herbert not being clutch, he's got control over that to a certain extent. That's more mental than anything else. Allen just hurling balls deep, that's mental. Lamar Jackson not improving as a passer up until this year, I'd say that's on him somewhat. Joe Burrow having that stupid-ass haircut, that's on him. But Tua's shortcomings are beyond his control, and he's still succeeding. Like, do you know how badly he got hurt at Alabama? It was supposed to be tank for Tua, and then Joe Burrow had his great year, and Tua snapped his body in half. He shouldn't have been playing football after that hit, and yet is now a Pro Bowl level, all-pro possibly quarterback. Why could you not like Tua? He's non-controversial.
I don't dislike Tua, but you ride him like the Justin Herbert fans ride. You ride him like Theo Ash rides Justin Herbert.
Theo Ash got backed down. I'm just saying, very good quarterback, supremely underrated. And I at least have a reason for that. The guys like Herbert are universally loved for the most part. People like Herbert. He doesn't need any more support. Tua needs more support. More people need to be out there riding him like me. Then I'll de-escalate a little bit. Watch out. Oh, ref. That was fine.
Wah. Sean Watson just got sacked.
Why you whang me? You agree. You like seeing them.
I'm whang for...
I'll go be Waluigi somewhere else. I gotta go check on my OJ video. Oh, that's not good. Leg injury, apparently. Looking like a knee injury. It might be Mahover for the Browns.
Yeah. Talking about the Giants using me over ankle sprain. What are you going to say when Nick Chubb gets hurt?
Me, a noted Browns lover. A defender of the Cleveland organization through and through. I gotta say they should have held on to Kareem Hunt.
You know, I think the jinx might have been in when I said I was wrong about the Browns.
Next video. I was right about the Cleveland Browns.
I am sorry, Browns fans. But I am the reason Nick Chubb got hurt. I am inevitable. Oh, come on. You need a pick six that. It went through his hands. Also, I mean, the Browns offense, even when Chubb's on the field, is impressively underwhelming through the air. Even with Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore and Peoples-Jones.
Well, Amari Cooper's pretty old.
Still good, though.
I mean, he's in the NFL. Hey, the people are agreeing with me on the werewolf video.
They agree with you, but it has like 4 views.
700. I will take my 42 cents off that video. Thank you very much.
No, good for you.
Bringing it in.
Are you updating the spreadsheet?
No.
No, because you're lazy.
It's not because I'm lazy. It's just because I don't want to take money out of your pocket. I don't know why you're complaining about it since I send you the amount I think I'm owed each month.
Was that one last month a guesstimation?
No, I went and did the math. It was 73 when I checked at the end of the month. It may have gone up since the actual payout date, but...
Well, it doesn't go up because the month happened.
I'm saying the money earned on the videos may have gone up since I sent you the overall text.
Yeah, but you never mind. This is a conversation for a later date.
The monetization of TikTok to our 2 viewers. We need to start finding better ways to promote these videos, I will say. Who could have guessed O.J. Simpson when bringing the views? Should have just got the whiteboard back. Barrett, change that graphic to We Support O.J.
That one right there?
Yeah, put the bottom of the screen. Get rid of the brown stuff. We're not talking about the game anyway. We're just watching it.
We are talking about the game.
I'm barely talking now. Get rid of that. Get a photo of O.J. Simpson holding a knife with the We Support him with the loose-fitting gloves, or tightly-fitting gloves. That will get viewers.
I think we should just make that the green screen background.
O.J. Simpson holding a knife. Standing right behind our heads. If you can figure out how to get a big enough green screen, do it.
You know what I can't. We may just need to do next time is you see these people that have like 1,000 followers, and then they do rankings and they have like 300 people in their live stream. You know, they put the like notes rankings on the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna not notes, but take a screenshot of some rankings. I think we probably should start doing that, although I don't know if that's gonna work for 2 people.
Well, obviously my rankings are the better rankings.
Yeah, they're stupider, so they'll get more people to come comment.
What would you guys do for a Klondike bar? What would you guys do to consider the best? What is this sentence? What would you guys consider the best team in the SEC?
Georgia. Like, Georgia hasn't lost more than 1 game the past 3 years. What are we doing here? Is there a conversation to be had? No. Are they playing as well as they could? No. Is a friend of the program their starting nose tackle? Yes. So, Georgia's the best. I'd say that about Vanderbilt, too. If we had 2 guys on Vanderbilt who were high-level football players starting for the... Oh, sad Vikings fan.
That's a Saints fan.
You did not see the guy next to him in purple with the Adam Thielen
Oh,
jersey?
there's another Vikings fan?
I don't think it was another Vikings
Well, it's not a Vikings fan. It's probably a Panthers fan.
Where
Adam Thielen's on the Panthers.
Then why does he have the Vikings jersey?
Because it was probably cheaper.
Do you think Panthers fans buy jerseys of a player? Do you think they've got
If it was cheaper, yes, because it was on clearance, they would.
If you have front row tickets to a Saints game, you're not buying a jersey on clearance.
It's a Panthers game in Panthers Stadium.
Even better, if you have front row tickets to a Panthers game, you're not buying that on clearance.
You never know. Maybe you're frugal when it comes to your jerseys because you're spending all the money on tickets.
If you choose to
use your brain a little bit.
If you choose to buy a rebate jersey so you can get slightly better tickets, you are a stooge deluxe. These tickets are lasting 4 hours. That jersey will last you a lifetime. Look at the Deshaun Watson bobblehead.
What would you do with the Deshaun Watson bobblehead?
Oh, you know I'd be getting down.
Okay.
You know what
0 viewers. Let's go.
All right, quick. Do the bust down challenge.
Start shaking your ass. Come on, Buster. We need you for views.
Do me a favor. Bring these to your house tomorrow, or to my house tomorrow. I need to wipe down a few of my screens. Namely,
you
my
only
monitor.
have one screen.
I got like 4. Got the tablet, got my phone, got the iPad or the laptop, and I got my regular computer.
You really do need to upgrade the setup over there at the Ashley residence.
Do you want to pay for my new setup?
No.
I have been fighting with Premiere Pro today. It says.
Are you still doing those YouTube videos?
Yeah, I've recorded the script and done the audio for one. I need to actually sit down and edit it tomorrow.
I thought that was your plan on Mondays.
Mondays, it was going to be do that, but I decided I didn't want to go ahead and record everything unless the night games change something about it. So I've got the script recorded the audio, but I didn't want to start editing. Only have to put something in flux. The editing is going to be done on Tuesday and Wednesday and get up on Wednesday.
But the podcast is going up on Wednesday.
Is it?
Yes.
We'll have competing uploads then.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Hi, Dustin. Tristan does not like that idea, folks.
I do not like that idea.
We shall see. Hey, man, the midweek sports stuff, it's tiding our fans over. They're itching for NFL content. It's been 2 days since football, and there we are. Both a podcast and a 10, 15-minute YouTube video.
Well, I'm just saying the whole point of you doing it is so you can start editing it Monday. And you clearly made 3 shitty TikToks and didn't edit it Monday.
You are a hater to the core, man. My TikToks are not shitty. If you want to complain about the werewolf one, fine. Your standards.
No, the werewolf one's really the one that peeved me.
The one that peeved you. Tristan, let me tell you something, man. Fucking Matthew Spawnhour has 8 times the following we do, consistently gets views, and sits in front of a green screen and gives lukewarm takes about NFL teams. I'm starting to think it might not be the quality, which is what's holding us back.
It might be us.
It might be. We might fucking suck.
I think we do.
I think we do.
You know what is? Our clips have been doing better than clips have in the past, though. Have you seen that?
Yeah, every video gets 2,000 views now instead of 5.
No, but look, like the Giants one has 6K. Because in the past we get like 900 views on the podcast.
These are dark days, Tristan. How do you feel that my quote-unquote shitty videos, by the way, only got It took me about 40 minutes to make that video, and it got 2K less views than the one that took you 3 hours to make, pouring your heart and soul out about the New York Giants.
And it got more views than the Alabama video.
Pouring your editorial heart and soul out about the Alabama Crimson Tide. I think we're learning something here. I might just react to every single football game on Sunday. How would you feel about that?
And post 16 videos.
13, but
Oh yeah.
gotta assert our dominance. How would you feel about that, Tristan?
I do not like the brand shift, the drastic brand shift.
Well, I heard from a reliable source that you gotta shoot a lot of shots or take a lot of at-bats to hit a home run. We're gonna try that one week. It may not be next week because I will be getting back into Greensboro at like 4 p.m. on a plane. But
Where are you going?
I told you I'm going to Michigan.
You never told me that.
Yes, I did. It's on the.
When did you tell me that?
We have talked about this. I'm not going to be in town on the 20 whatever.
That's what I'm saying, Buster.
How do I search back? Maybe I'll just scroll.
When did you tell me this? There's no way you're going to be able to find that. I don't think you realize how much we text.
This ain't nothing to me, son.
You know, Tyrone's a real MVP. He's been on the TikTok chat, the YouTube chat. He's going back and forth. And he's liking the live.
Good for him, man. Shout out to Tyrone with a 529.92, whatever that number says live.
Have you seen the video of the people doing the NPC streams in public?
Yep. I hope they keep
They're like,
getting assaulted. I hope someone beats their ass every time they do it. I'll give it a buck with you. I don't like NPC streamers. NPC streamers are bad for society. Like, they are not good people. They are parasites in a way, feasting off people like Tristan who get amused by the NPC stuff, who get amused by Glizzy Hyperdrive.
Can you go into...
I might see it once or twice, like, but you strike me as someone who's going to sit in that live stream for hours and applaud every time he goes Glizzy Overdrive mode.
Can you go into Glizzy Overdrive?
Sick man, Tristan. You know when people talk about the West falling? It's because of that, dude. That and the chick with
Did
the
you
pink
see
nails.
the Sneeko video?
I don't concern myself with Sneeko, no.
No, like, where it's like Sneeko realizes the, like, impact he's had on the youth or whatever. And it's the kids. They're 10 and they're like, fuck women.
Well, you know, maybe Sneako's not all that bad, but...
Please let me collab a girl's take on football.
You are not a girl. Actually, that is a girl. I thought that was Salt. Sure. Tristan, get in contact with her. Get her to send you an audio file and edit it.
Do you know who that is?
No clue. Do you see how far away from the screen I am with these glasses? Like, how am I supposed to identify who someone is with this tiny profile picture and a fucking emoji? Like, what is my frame of reference here? There you go. It's Sydney. I kind of suspected that. You're the only girl who watches our lives.
What should I post for my NFL recap since the Monday night football games have been so boring? I don't even know what kind of. Let's check out what kind of content Tyrone
You
posts.
check on that. I'm scrolling.
Oh, you're scrolling.
Also, get Sydney to email you an audio file so you can edit that. That shit will probably get like. It's
not
one of two
emailing.
options. It's getting 2,000 views or it's getting 400,000 views. And if it gets 400,000, we keep the money either way. So
That is true.
this is a win-win situation for us. Either we
We need to get someone that.
You're a cheapskate. You can say that was your wedding gift to her.
What?
I edited one of your audios. That was 300 hours of work. Again, I got no issue with the emoji, but I have horrible vision. Like, I see an orange circle. What is that?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, it's a celebration emoji. That's a happy one. It is better than the guy who comes in there and spams us with the cucumber one.
Oh, Tyrone actually is posting videos.
Posting with captions.
Oh, wow. Good for Tyrone. I don't know. It depends on what you want to make your recap on. Give a spicy take. What's a hot take you can have after this week? Who lost? Who won? Who lost?
The fact you don't know that off the top of your head.
Well, I need a refresher to look at the scores to remind me what you could make a hot take with.
Needs a refresher. What are we doing? Buster, would you like to
Do you remember? Name me every game from week 2.
Okay, starting things off, Vikings Eagles. I believe that was 35 or 34 to 28. Am I right on that?
Yes, you are.
I'm right on that. Shocking, I remember that. We'll go next, keep it in the NFC North. We will go Seahawks Lions. That one, I think 37-31, somewhere in that range. Seahawks win late. Packers lost despite some questionable play from Desmond Ridder. I think 25-24 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago Bears lost by 2 scores. Terrible Justin Fields play, 28-17, I believe.
You're wrong.
What was the
27-17.
27-17. There we go. So that's the NFC North. AFC South, Buccaneers already mentioned them. Is that Pickens? Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It is Pickens. Wait, yeah, that is Pickens, right?
You're casual. Don't know who number 14 is. Best receiver
Listen,
in the NFL,
shut
George
up.
Pickens.
I knew it was Pickens. Look.
You know it's Pickens, pointing at the live. I can keep going if you want. I can do this for every single game.
Did you just say that George Go Birds? I think we have to ban her.
Which birds are you talking about?
She's an Eagles fan.
Oh, Lord. Get her to talk about how much better the Eagles are than the Vikings, and then that will actually get views. Talk about the inferiority of the Dallas Cowboys, a.k.a. the worst team in America. Man, they crushed him on that one. Poor Kenny Pickett. Like, he right there laying on the ground concussed does not know he's just thrown a 73-yard banger.
Laser beam. And he's dead.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Hot take, or not really hot take, but Brandon Staley's fired after the season. If the Chargers don't win a playoff game, I feel pretty confident he's fired. I would like to talk about Travis Kelce potentially dating Taylor Swift. The viewers would go wild.
She's not wrong. I've actually been keeping a close eye on that myself. If there is any validity to that, I cannot wait for Taylor Swift to drop an album dissing Travis Kelce's inability to run block and talking about how Patrick Mahomes carried him. That is the breakup album we need. Like, that would make me so happy if you just trash Travis Kelce on an album. Not because I dislike Kelce in any way, but objectively it would be hilarious.
Patrick Mahomes gotta restructure. That's your worst take of all time, by the way.
Oh, imagine
that the Chiefs are gonna fall apart due to Patrick Mahomes' contract.
Fall apart in the long term. You cannot tell me that I'm wrong about that until we see it.
They won a Super Bowl since you made that take.
And we got 9 more years. If they don't win another one, I was right.
No, you're not.
Well, you got 9
years.
They
went to a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl since you said the Chiefs would fall apart because of Patrick Mahomes' contract.
8 more years. And that contract isn't even...
How many Super Bowls have the Vikings been to?
Doesn't matter, though. Again, we will see in 8 years.
Breakup album for the Broncos.
Breakup for the Broncos. Breaking up from the concept of winning.
I love how this is... We're just 2 points, 2-point conversion. Oh,
Not.
we got... Oh, a fumble. Ooh, offensive line scores.
No,
nice. Yeah, they did. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the referee has
I think
to
he's
say.
got the ball. Yeah, he does.
No, it doesn't matter who's got the ball. We're seeing the gestures. He's talking to it.
Because he fumbled, or you're not allowed to fumble forward. Or if it's intentional, it doesn't. I don't know how the rule works.
You cannot advance the ball.
Oh, that's lame. Let the big man. Although that's not even a big man, is it? It's probably a tight end.
A moderately large man.
Remember Ebron?
Eric Ebron?
He's not in the league anymore, is he?
No, he's old. He was old when he got drafted.
He went to good old... Where'd he go?
Man,
Smith. He went to Smith.
Greensboro's own, him and Keenan Allen. Although I think Keenan Allen's had a much better career. Not a Smith graduate, but a Grimsley and Northern Guilford graduate.
Messi or Ronaldo? Well, this is from Fart. Fart's just a... Fart Salt is just a troll.
Messi is objectively better at everything but scoring. And he's got a World Cup, so Messi. Boy, that George Pickens touchdown is not going to change.
What are your thoughts on Taiwan?
You mean Taiwan Walker for the Phillies?
Have you seen that the Ethan and Hassan Taiwan clip that has been going around?
I assume they're saying something like they shouldn't be a sovereign nation. I'm willing to bet that's the theme.
That's what Hassan's saying. That's not what Ethan's saying. And Hassan keeps like stuttering over himself.
If you expect logical and reasoned political discourse from the Pillsbury doughboy with scruffy facial hair or a Twitch streamer who thinks he's a communist in $1 million mansion, I don't know what to tell you. You are going to the wrong places. Thank you. Sydney gets it. We are winning here.
What would happen to Thickman Inc. if I disappeared?
We would be putting out a lot more videos daily. I tell you that. Podcast would be a bit
You would
more...
tank the brand.
The brand is already in the tank, my friend. You can't get...
I don't know. I'm the only one that's ripping off 100,000 view videos. I'm the only one that's ever been doing it.
The only one who's ever made 100,000.
Yeah. Let's look at the highest earning videos. I think you're one of the top 10.
I think I have more than one. Again, this is more so an issue of that YouTube creator program not coming into existence until my series had already run its course. But again, I don't know why you're bitching to me about that. It's not like I get a revenue share in your videos. I am not a parasite off
We're
you.
talking about the A side.
Chris is making me say things out. See, Chris knows ball. Chris knows A, how to make me happy, and B, how to push his buttons. But we've made Tristan insecure, so he's pulling up the revenue stream. Tristan, you can have any number, any calculation, anything you want. I know Zayside McGee. I can be putting out 40 view videos.
My apologies, you have 2.
I can be putting out 40 view videos with myself standing in front of an empty garage door. Again, yes.
I think you should give a Cam Newton take on women and their knowing of ball.
I got no issue with women in sports, man. Mina Kimes is not my favorite, but one of my 3 favorite NFL commentators.
Who?
Mina Kimes. I think that's how I say her last name. But Mina is, she's up there.
It's Mina. No, it is Mina Kimes.
Still,
she got a bag. Multi-million-dollar contract from old ESPN.
Good for her and good for, well, ESPN. I'm not happy that she had Theo Ash in her podcast, but...
Theo Ash was on her podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I almost killed myself, but... but we live with it. Hey, we are edging our way back into pleasant relationship with the Stay Out podcast, because Joey Showstar and I, we're cool. Not cool with you, because who could be, but we're cool. He's cool with the Stay Hot guys.
I see you've really been massaging that relationship.
I'm doing my best. I am investing on the ground floor.
Female pod with her debut on TMI. What is TMI?
Big Manny dipshit. Are you You are welcome to come be a guest star in the podcast, Sydney.
No.
What do you mean, no? You don't want women in sports? You sexist? You did comment on the female referee earlier, too. What's wrong with you, man? I'm going to have to uninvite you from this little wedding trip thing. What are we doing?
We need a diversity hire.
We got 2 differently able people on staff.
Okay.
We got 2 people of unique needs, so what more do we want?
Shut up.
We got intellectual diversity here.
Oh my god.
I will say there is probably a greater difference in our mentalities than there is in the entirety of the Stay Out podcast. I sense those guys are kind of like a borderline hive mind politically.
I think we're a little bit more aggressive in our conversation style than they are.
Maybe that's what's holding us back. We need to be nicer.
Because if you watch they're definitely not as fast-paced as our interactions.
You want to just do a parody segment where we talk deliberately slow and into the microphones? Like, yeah, I was watching the All-22 tape of Tutu Atwell, and I gotta tell you, man, the way he runs that drag behind the linebackers, it's something special. Like, 48% of the time, advanced analytics say he will get open on that play. And Stafford's finding him at his 72%.
How about Puka Nacua?
Tutu Atwell has a better name, but Puka Nacua's name is pretty good, too.
Puka Mahua.
Exactly.
Luckily, in one of my underdog drafts, it auto-drafted Puka Nacua in one of them.
So your best draft pick was auto-drafted, which should be enough to tell you your ball knowledge.
Do you have Puka Nacua in any of your leagues?
I got 2 leagues. My other leagues I left because I couldn't get enough to make a decent TikTok for.
I'm disappointed with you. You were really talking up that idea.
I'm not happy with how that turned out, I'll be honest. That fell apart on 2 ends. One of it was mine. Well, 3 ends, actually. 1.5. I joined random sleeper leagues because making 6 individual ones would be a pain.
Were they for money?
Some were, some weren't. But
so how do you just leave if they're for money?
The draft never happened because they couldn't get enough people.
Oh.
It was going to happen. It was going to be a 7-person draft. I just left before. But some of that's on, I'm going to say Sleeper's End for letting stuff like that go on. Some of it's on mine for not doing it earlier. And some of it's on Theo Ash. He never put out a tight ends fantasy ranking video. And he never put out a defenses and kickers fantasy rankings video. So I would have been pulling stuff out of my ass for those picks. There was no shot.
He doesn't draft defensive kickers.
Good for him. That'd make me respect him a lot more. Kenny Pickett, 139 yards, over half of which are on 1 throw. Very nice.
Tight end screen. Let's go. Patty. I'm a big Pat Fryermuth guy. He's a nice guy.
You met him?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Tell me about it.
You never told me extensively about the time you almost snuck into the Steelers stadium.
That's a story for a YouTube video, not a live stream with one person. It was a 3-pronged attack, all 3 of which failed, but one failed, which got one of my buddies locked in the Steelers jail for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because he squeezed through, right?
Squeezed.
Didn't he say he was Fryermuth's brother or something?
No, I said it was Zach Gentry's brother.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was.
You don't even know who Zach Gentry is.
He was one of their tight ends.
Now he's a tackle for somebody.
Is he actually?
Put on some weight.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him. Arizona product, went up to Michigan. Very nice place.
Where's the Ernst Johnson now? He's not on the Browns, is he? No, he's not. I don't think he is.
Where's Dakotas Crawford at?
Whatever happened to that safety with the funny name? Or was that
Glenn Dix?
No, or is it No, it's not Dakotas. The one you made from Auburn that you made the video on.
Smoke Monday?
Yeah, what's up with Smoke Monday?
I know he got hurt last year. I think he may have got cut by the Saints. I don't know if that's due to injury or due to lack
Kenny is dealing. Pickens. You were just talking trash about Pickens. He's over 100 yards.
Good for him.
I think he's over 100 yards. I think he's almost all of Kenny Pickett's yards.
I wasn't talking trash about Pickens. What do you mean?
No, Yes, you were.
It's not embarrassed about Pickett.
No, earlier we were talking about the Steelers receiver, and you were like, Deontay Johnson is not as good as people want him to be, and Pickens is not quite as good as everyone hypes him up on social media. That's exactly word for word what you said earlier.
That doesn't mean I'm hating on him. It just means we overhype him. I'm still looking for those texts, although every time I close my phone out, it keeps resetting me to the bottom, which is unfortunate. Hold on, I might be onto something here. When did I make that calendar for us, which we are now loosely following? Because it was around that time.
Why don't you keyword search?
What word should I search for, pray tell?
Calendar?
I don't think I ever sent the word calendar specifically.
Google. I don't know.
Never fear, we're coming for it big time in September. That was a fucking lie.
Well, we did. We've had our best month and months in several months.
Our best month and months. Oh, Lord.
Sydney kind of left us.
Don't blame her. I'm considering doing the same.
You're not allowed to leave me this time.
Oh, no. What are you going to do to stop me?
I can untie your shoe.
Tristan, do you know how big of a blockhead you have? Like, boxers get horny looking at heads like that. Something you'd like to say, something you find funny? This is why I think I could be a radio host full time. I come up with off-the-cuff stuff, which is somewhat amusing. You're just sitting here talking about Puka Atwell.
Puka Atwell.
Puka Atwell. Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell's illegitimate son.
I think Cooper Kupp's going to get traded.
Hope so. Send him to Minnesota. Replace Adam Thielen with another injury-prone white dude.
Jefferson didn't get paid yet, right?
Nope.
Imagine having a Cooper Kupp contract and a Jefferson contract on the books.
Well, shit happens. I don't think Kupp's on a long-term deal, is he? or ridiculously long term.
Cup, I think, got 2-3 years left on his deal. That is upsetting. That drive stalled, and the punter sucks. We're not even done with the first half,
Bro. We need to figure out a way to actually get people in here so we're not just talking to each other. 'Cause me talking to you for 2 hours and then having to go do a podcast with you the very next day makes you want to put a fucking pickaxe in my head.
Why?
You're making
I'm fun to talk to.
Maybe I should just talk to Bart. I think Bart's left us too.
Yeah, we have no viewers on YouTube, 2 viewers on TikTok.
It ain't easy, folks. Rico knows is sitting somewhere laughing at us.
Yeah.
We're just not engaging. We're also too far away from the kid. It's hard to interact with us when we're so small.
Maybe I should move in
Yeah, maybe you should.
and talk into the mic like this.
You're gonna scare 2 viewers off. Your face gets too close to the camera, though.
Oh, come on. I'm the better looking one.
If you think that, I respect your opinion.
I have the better facial hair.
That is incredibly... I do need a shave, but that is an ugly ass fucking beard. No offense.
Why would you talk about yourself like that?
Yeah, I don't got a beard. I got a goatee. Like, here's the thing. You just look like a Redditor right now.
What the fuck? Do you just always, like, look at me and just, like, mean things? Like,
It's not just you.
is it everyone? When you see your mom, are you like, hey, Mom, you put on weight? You know what you look like right now?
Got a nice low center of gravity there. No one's getting through you in the run game.
You look like Jordan Harrison.
Not your most witty remark, but hey. Tristan, when you've got a... Oh, look at you, Bryce Young.
I think I peaked at the Pooh Bear joke.
Again, that one, with the benefit of hindsight, was not...
It wasn't
that
funny. It wasn't. But in the moment, it was very funny.
I did not give too many hootie flips about that English class, I must say.
That's the hardest I've ever laughed without laughing.
We also just immediately, once the class ain't gone on, just started laughing. Oh, Nick Chubb. Well, now my first 2 picks are out.
Ooh, Njoku. That's the best play I've ever seen from him. Because he never does anything.
Also, I benched Dak Prescott for Baker Mayfield, which wasn't that bad of a decision.
That's quite the decision.
Yeah, Dak outscored him, but it was only by like 1.2 points.
I benched Dak for Anthony Richardson, who had 17 points in the first half and then was concussed. So that kind of sucked.
A smooth criminal, to be sure. They're knocking the ridges off one head at a time.
Man, that was such a conflict because I was laughing so hard, but I knew I couldn't actually laugh. And because I don't know what your brain was going through in that moment, but sitting in class while someone's presenting,
Just hearing that.
and just imagine, we just start fucking laughing. Oh my god, that would have been hilarious.
The shame.
That would have been so embarrassing, and everyone would have like... What was he... I mean, I have no idea what he was talking about.
Some stupid ass presentation, man. What do you want?
Imagine it was like...
My dad passed away tragically. This is how I've handled my trauma.
Was it Pooh going balls deep in Piglet?
Something to that effect.
I don't even know. It didn't even make sense.
I'm not going all the way.
Cowboys the best team in the league right now.
A factual statement, but a one we don't like to make.
That's not a factual statement.
Who is better than them?
The Eagles.
The Eagles are better than them?
Yep.
You don't know ball, my friend.
The Cowboys need to beat the Eagles before I say the Cowboys are better than them. Chiefs too. Chiefs are better than them.
The 1-1 Kansas City Chiefs who lost to the lowly Detroit Lions.
Until
Who
someone
could barely
beats the
beat the
Chiefs and the
Jacksonville.
Eagles. No, someone beat the Chiefs. I corrected myself before I continue with that idiotic line of
So
thought.
beating a bad Patriots team and beating a Vikings team who can't defend the run, turn the ball over 4 times are defining wins.
For the Eagles? No. But your opinion on the Giants is beating the Giants and beating an Aaron Rodgers-less Packers defining wins.
They blew them out. I'll say that. They did what the Eagles did and blew them out. It's okay to admit the Cowboys are the best team in the NFL. There's no shame in it. If you want to say, oh, someone's got to beat the Chiefs, fine. I can sort of respect that. But Philly ain't better than them. What are we doing?
Isaiah had a fire take after the Giants beat the Vikings, said they were going to get whooped by Philly. That wasn't exactly a hard take to have.
You made a take predicting they'd win. Shut up.
And you were saying the Vikings were going to win the Super Bowl, so shut your dumb ass
It's a
up.
principle thing. You actually talk yourself into these things.
No, I don't. You
Daniel
can't.
Jones is a good quarterback.
You can't simultaneously say you're getting the dogs riled up.
You're getting the dogs
You're getting the
riled up,
dogs
you
riled.
Stupid asshole.
You can't say that the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl and then say I make the Giants picks to convince myself with emotion. Those two don't work together.
Well, they do.
Stop it.
How do they not work together?
Stop it.
How do they not work together? You can't explain how they don't work together.
You can't explain how they work together.
Two things can be
The
true.
burden of proof is not on me here.
It is. You're the one
No,
saying it's
no,
not
no,
true.
no, no.
I have made a statement. You are here to disprove me. You have failed to disprove
Your
me.
statement is stupid.
Doesn't mean it's undisprovable, so disprove it.
This is the longest first half ever, by the way. Penalties, interceptions, fumbles,
Injuries.
carted off the field. Is that an ACL? Do we know yet?
No, but it probably is going to be. Which means I
like it.
might hashtag kill myself, as the French say.
Well, you didn't do any underdog drafts, right?
No, I do not do underdog drafts. Our corporate overlords will not get me to do anything but pick'ems. I'm a fan of real gambling. A 5-leg parlay you've done no research on is how things should be done.
Look at all this.
How's our team
Wait,
doing,
no,
by
that's
the way, on
drafts.
that? That is the one draft I've done. Like, how are we cooking this week?
I mean, I have 13 entries, so I have.
It's the one with Kyler Murray.
I know, but it takes a little bit to find it. Okay. I have to click on every one, which takes 2 clicks. The first week it was sitting up there. I don't know about the second week. Alright, it's not in first or second. So that tells you something.
Jesus fucking Christ. Not Jesus Christ in that. That is a late bloomer.
Oh, it's not doing horrible.
It's not doing horrible, and its full extent has not been realized yet.
Oh, actually, it's week 1 was horrible.
Oh, well.
It's week 2 was very good.
Let's go. We are up. We are so far up, we'll never be down. We are Thick Manning are going to be...
Oh, actually, it's in 3rd place right now. And it's thing.
A project team.
If George Pickens scores another touchdown, it'll be in 2nd place.
A project. A slow, methodical build.
And you told me to look that up, and now we have 0 viewers.
A slow, methodical build.
Are you still Googling?
I'm still looking for it. Again, I told you I was not going to be in town.
You might have told me.
I'm pretty sure I told you.
Yeah, but I didn't commit that to memory.
Well, your fault, not mine.
So am I gonna? Well, I mean, I guess we'll get views that week.
Well, it's gonna be that Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, I'll be back.
Who are they playing?
Rutgers, first Big Ten conference game. They're gonna whoop the shit out of them. If they don't, I'll jump off the top. Of the I sent you the video of the guy who was.
Are you gonna break the record?
Of staying at the stadium for more than an hour and a half. Yeah, I was gonna say, did I send you that video? That's gonna be the upload for Saturday for me. Me hanging out in Michigan Stadium for fucking 4 hours until security tases me.
You should do live interview.
Who am I gonna fucking interview? Myself?
The fans.
The fans are gonna be gone. The whole point is the stadium's empty.
You interview.
I'm here with the security staff.
Oh, I thought Watt was gonna interception.
Again, the point of this is to not be noticed while still being in plain sight.
Also,
Me sticking a mic in people's faces is going to get me noticed.
Well, you could interview people before the game, and then splice it out throughout the.
Splice it out. That guy didn't do interviews. He just strolled.
Are you that guy, pal?
I might be. I'm more that guy than you.
If we continue doing these Monday night streams, we might need to consider doing these at all.
We need to try doing the graphic behind us thing. And that might just be me or you doing it solo one evening. And seeing how that goes.
With the quarterback rankings?
Or some type of rankings.
Man, the Browns offense, I mean, granted, I know Nick Chubb just got injured. And now it seems like Watson may be injured.
He's hurting.
Or maybe muscles tight and he's, loosened up a little bit. But their offense, even with Chubb, is extremely underwhelming in the pass game.
Yeah, fucking sucks, man.
DeJuan Jones just pushed T.J. Watt into the quarterback. That is.
We still got 0 viewers, so I'm gonna shit talk some of our acquaintances on TikTok.
Our ops.
It's our allies, actually.
Oh, okay.
Pal, Colton.
Wait, is that the one? Is that guy?
He seems nice. I'll say that for him. I do think we, and by we I mean mostly you, have gone a bit elitist in terms of the actual editing side of things. Like, people can make good content. Remove the Isaiah aspect of this from here, okay? People can make good content talking to the camera and recording their screen. Like, good analysis can be produced off that. Can we do that? I don't think we're good analysts.
I don't call us analysts. We're commentators.
Mickey Mouse hot take artists, man. Welcome to the stream, Zay. But commentator does not sound right either. Let's skip Bayless.
Yeah, but there's also, like, for example, I've been very pleased that your green screen videos haven't been lazy green screen videos.
What do you mean by lazy green screen videos? What's a lazy...
Well, like, you've been putting more work than just, like, your fucking head and, like, some shit. You at least also make sure the screenshot fits the whole screen.
To be fair, when I don't do that, though, they get fucking 10,000 views. Like, these 2 videos did better than most of my other green screen videos.
That's because your other green screen videos suck.
Why did this happen to my Lions? See, you're complaining. You're flipping it up. You're not keeping consistent. The Lions are going to be just fine. Hutch got held in the final play, but they still need to play better defensively. That secondary stinks.
Well, and Gardner Johnson just got hurt and is out for the season, it sounds like.
That is unfortunate. The Vikings are coming for the North, I'm afraid. At bright side, you play in the weakest division in football outside of the AFC South. The weakest division in the AFC. So if you win 9 games, you probably get the 4 seed. Not 10.
NFC North?
Yeah, AFC North stinks. Bears stink.
Vikings stink.
Vikings and Lions both have horrible defenses.
Packers might still win the North.
They beat the Falcons by 1 point because actually
they lost to the Falcons by 1 point.
Excuse me. I knew that the first time around we were going through games.
Mm.
I think I intimidated you.
I remember every game.
We did this, and then you got intimidated because actually
I didn't get intimidated.
You were shaking over there, started playing with your little hand scrunchy. So,
no, see, I remember all of the games. I'm just looking at them quickly to remind, because we talk about he was going to make a video and we're giving him a topic suggestion.
So you need to look at the games to remember.
It refreshes them all.
Who did the Patriots play?
The Patriots? Who did they play?
On Sunday Night Football.
I know. I just watched the game. You're putting me on the spot.
Ain't that a shame? Sunday Night Football playing the Fins.
They played the Dolphins.
I believe 24-17 was final score, something in that range. Ain't that a shame?
I think you're right.
I know I am, but Mac Jones has been better than expected.
At what point do we tank the live stream? Do we go down at halftime?
I think we go down with a ship on this one.
Get some sleep.
Get at it tomorrow. We need to talk about the podcast topics. Might as well do that on live.
Yeah, so which... Am I allowed to lie?
No. Name a team, I'll tell you who they played in the final score.
Cowboys don't feel worth it because they
the Jets 30-10.
There's not much to talk about there. Everything I feel like we would have to take on is what everyone else is thinking about.
Also, I don't want to talk about the Giants again. Like, we've talked about the Cowboys.
You never want to talk about the Giants.
Every single week this effing podcast we've talked
We're
about.
Giants and Vikings fans. Unfortunately, most of our attraction lately is from me getting shit on for the Giants.
Shit on for the 49ers, too. Don't forget.
So, like, those are two of the most relevant topics that people who are aware of who we are know us for right now.
Do we really want that?
Whether you like it or not.
Audience? Are we targeting the people who think we're idiots, or do we want to try and be right about stuff?
Well, I am right.
40-0.
74% of the time.
Don't pause there like you actually did the math. Son, we're out here flipping coins and rolling loaded dice.
Oh, I feel bad for old Nick. His kneecap's in the side of his leg.
Well, technically any part of your leg's the side of it, unless it's the top or the bottom.
That's just not true. Is this the top of your leg?
Not like this top and this bottom. Other than that, side.
Oh my!
Oh,
Maybe
we
you
got-
should make a TikTok on that.
We got the LeBron James tweet.
Damn, man.
Why rename that voice? Why make him sound stupid, you fucking racist?
He's got a deep voice.
He doesn't have that deep of a voice. He got a nice monotone voice, too. You can read it like
What's
that.
the song that he was like mumbling to?
That does not narrow it down. He does that with every song. He is
The one that went viral, like semi-recently, of him mumbling, and it was like a TikTok sound. What'd you say?
Was
Is that a slur?
No, I don't think that was a slur. There were like 3 letters in each one of those sounds, and none of them were the 3 letters which get you canceled.
So what topics are we doing tomorrow?
I asked you, man. Suddenly you're asking me. Okay, right. Let's run through them. You want to talk about the Giants? I don't.
Well, it doesn't need to be the leading topic.
I don't really want to talk about the Vikings either. There are
The
2 people
game-
sitting here in chat right now. What do you guys want us to talk about? Are we talking about the Rams being a playoff team?
I think the
Do we do the week 2 power rankings?
Puka Nakua is an option. I think the
Talking
Joe
about-
Burrow injury / Ravens looking good against the Bengals is an option.
That's an option. I think that's maybe what we lead with. I also think talking about how bad Kansas City's offense has been is a good option.
How underwhelming.
That bad is a adequate word.
Underwhelming's better word than bad. Stop being mean.
17 points against the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence.
Chargers
ball is
blowing
bad.
is a topic.
Are they blowing or are they losing 1-score games?
I think they're have the
Wait.
worst defense in the NFL right now. Let me see that.
That can be a topic too. I'm going to send you a TikTok at some point this week about talking about which 2-win teams got the best. Yeah, I might make that myself.
I might make that tomorrow.
No, you're not.
How do you know?
Because I'll make it tonight. How you going to feel if I just beat you to the punch one day and upload the exact topic?
How many yards have the Chargers given up? Oh, why do they not have it updated? Never mind. They don't have it updated with week 2 for some reason. Why is that? Why is that?
Why is this happening?
Let me go to the NFL website, even though I prefer ESPN's.
Oh,
for
you
this.
prefer ESPN? ESPN stinks. They've only got one host.
They don't have it updated either. Bah, humbug. No, that's passing. Never mind. How do I go to...
You gotta do the math yourself.
What?
I'm gonna depth to search this myself and find it in 7 seconds.
Listen, brother. How do you feel about people that say brother all the time?
Depends. Are they your brother or not? Does Shane bust out a brother every now and again?
Passing stats. I want passing stats. I want team stats. There we go. We're almost there. I give up. I don't even care.
You want me to
I don't
say-
care anymore. The Chargers, but I mean, it feels pretty positive that the
The
Chargers.
Chargers are giving up 438.5 yards per game, which sits roughly in the neighborhood of 876 or 77, excuse me, yards per game. So they're pretty bad. I agree with that. That would be a top. They're suboptimal. Let's see points per game. They might be in the bottom.
27 and 34, I think.
Browns are good enough 3 points per game as things stand now.
The Browns.
Granted,
Well,
this game's not
they've
ours.
given up 16 right now.
Ooh, the Chargers actually aren't the worst in points per game. Would you care to guess the 2 teams ahead of them?
The Giants are probably one of them.
This one's easy.
Who else has gotten dogged on besides the Giants?
Our dear friends. My favorite team.
The Vikings?
No, my favorite team to talk about.
The Bills. The Bill.
The team I love talking about because they've been so bad.
I don't know.
Chicago.
Oh, the Bears.
The Bears. You can talk about the chart. I think the Bears is also a good one.
All right, so we got the Bears.
I think we open with Joe Burrow / Ravens talk, then go Bears, then go either Chiefs or Chargers, but those are the next two, and then we can shoehorn in the Giants at the end.
What Chris Olave play happened? That was crazy.
I am watching the same game as you are.
Well, I've just been texted about a Chris Olave play. So we're doing Bears, Justin Fields. We're opening with Burrow and Ravens and Burrow, Bengals, Ravens. Let me look up the Chris Olave play.
Is that really bothering you? Adam Thielen, 6 catches, 51 yards.
Oh, he lost because of it.
Well, he may have lost. Olave could fumble 4 times.
He's winning by 0.08 points.
It's never too
Honest
early.
thoughts on Will Levis.
Respectfully, he looked like an athlete in college, but we have seen absolutely nothing of him. Even in preseason, I went to a Titans preseason game, and it was mostly, God, I'm blanking on his name. The guy you love for the Titans backup quarterback.
Malik Willis?
It was mostly Malik Willis playing. He wasn't even getting that much run until the fourth quarter. He is an anomaly. He definitely needs time to sit behind Ryan Tannehill. I think the fact Ryan Tannehill is playing as bad as he is and yet still starting tells you neither of those guys are ready. I think he'll be ready before Malik Willis just because of how raw Malik Willis has looked every time he's touched a football in the NFL level. But I don't know. He probably isn't too good right now. I liked him out of college, so I think he should have been a first-round pick.
Think the Vikings should have picked him?
I'm okay with Addison. Addison's looking pretty good. Addison and Jalen Carter drag raced after that game. Oh, Lord. Imagine if the Chicago Bears defense had Jalen Carter. One-handed catch, and it was nasty. I like how this guy thinks. There we go. We are gaining diligent and faithful fans. Now, if we just had a notes app up behind us, we'd really be cooking.
Notes app. Maybe we need to... What should we cover this wall with?
I think it's not even just a matter of covering the wall, but we are so small. And, like, the phone screens people are watching this on are so small. Like, you see how big... Damn it. You see how big that total box between that X mark and the preview thing? That's basically the size we are.
Well, pick up us.
Like, it's not... You don't need to see the exact example to get what I'm saying. We are small.
You are small.
You're small too, son. You get more in the foreground and you look fucking tiny. Like, this is an inch and a half is your entire head.
You
Your
look
entire
tiny.
body. We are trying to have a reasoned discourse, man. This is why we got 2 viewers in here. You have scared off our loyal followers with our microscopicness. That might not be a word, but...
You're the only one with something microscopic here.
Clearly, my insecurity comes exactly from that spot. And yet, I'm not swiping on alt girls on Tinder like you. Speaking of which, pull that up. Let me see your Tinder matches.
I don't have any.
You don't have a single one?
Nope.
I think that's a lie.
I don't.
You need to start swiping.
Like recently?
You need to just start swiping, man. Go, go, go. Shave the beard a little bit. Get like a good pump. Do some cardio.
Well, this may come as a shock to you, but I am so ugly. that...
Tristan, there are plenty of ugly women out there too. Like, that's the beauty of the world.
I'm so ugly.
Like, if you think you're a 4, guess what? The average person's a 5, which means they're a
You're
whole
below
lot-
average.
You're below average. But
You're really mathing over here. You're teaching
But
me
most of the women out there, of the 180 some million women in this country,
Yeah.
At least 90, I'd say at least 60 of them are comparably.
Do you actually think I'm a 4?
What the fuck am I saying? Oh, no, I don't rate men, Tristan.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Unless they wear high stockings.
You were talking about Leo the other day.
Unless they wear high stockings, skirts, and selfie pics on Discord like Tom Brady. By the way, I was disappointed you did not edit Tom Brady into like an oversized sweater with like the cat headphones. I was disappointed.
That's what you wanted me to do?
That would have been fucking funny. That would have been really funny. But alas, that's why that video didn't do it.
My bad.
Tom Brady has the build of it. That's how I'm opening the next audio. Tom
build
Brady
of a Discord kitten?
has the build of a Discord kitten.
Oh, okay.
One of the finest film boys out there.
Now starts a Daniel Jones dynasty.
After the worst 6 quarters in football history, the Giants are turning things around.
The thing that still irritates me is on YouTube. That's one of the shorts that went like for YouTube shorts viral is me saying Daniel Jones will never be an elite quarterback, and every comment is this aged well. Well, how about now? How about he's still not an elite quarterback?
Yeah,
like
the part is that can get like circulate after every single good performance he has, which means he'll circulate twice a year. But
every week it gets like another few thousand views. I'm like, he's not an elite. What about Daniel Jones? Like in my mind, elite is like Patrick Mahomes. And then Joe Burrow.
They're 8 elite quarterback.
You think there's 8 elite quarterbacks?
There are 8 guys who could be in the conversation for elite. I'll name them off for you. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, Lamar, Tua, and Rodgers, I'd say.
Tua
leads the NFL in passing yards.
Slow down. Tua is more... Maybe you can have the discussion, but he's more of like a really good quarterback than elite quarterback. Like elite in my mind is like Mahomes. You could throw Hurts in there. You could throw.
You're talking top tier versus elite.
So your definition of elite is more broad, is what you're telling me.
I think there are only at any given time 5 elite players at that position, but you can have the conversation for I think 8 guys.
Kirk Cousins and Tua are in the very good caliber, in my opinion.
Well, those are the 2 leaders in passing yards in the NFL. Here's the thing with old Kirky boy. He is confusing. He's getting a bunch of attempts, which I think is padding the stats a little bit. Like, they don't have a run game.
Well, when you have
But he's playing well.
So is TJ Hawkins an elite tight end in your mind? Because he's a top 5 at the position.
I think it's different for quarterbacks than everyone else. I think the elite circuit's smaller for the skill players.
I think I'd probably consider...
I think there are 5 elite defensive ends. I don't think there are 5 truly elite safeties.
Well, for the sake of argument, let's call TJ Hawkinson elite. Can we call him elite for this?
Sure.
So you have TJ Hawkinson. You have one of the 2 best receivers in the NFL.
He has the best one. We don't need to put one.
No, Tyreek Hill
is not as good.
He's a different type of receiver. I think he belongs in that conversation.
That video pisses me off every time I see you make it. I don't like ranking receivers. I'm going to sit here on the fence and talk about how good everyone is. You made that video twice.
I'm going to make it a 3rd time.
Go ahead and fucking do it then. I don't care. I just think you don't... Ooh.
Did he drop an interception?
I think he did. I just think you don't like admit the Vikings have the best player at a position in the NFL.
Well, he's one of the 2 best players.
He is the best player. And even if he's one of the 2 best players, saying like, oh, all these other 17 different guys.
Imagine how good he'd be if he had the same juice as Odell did.
I mean, same juice as Odell did.
Like after the catch.
Imagine how good Odell would have been if he was as good a route runner as Jefferson.
He would have been even better.
It's crazy to me that you're still clinging on to those rookie seasons. If you lose the Cardinals, I'd laugh at you. I was laughing at them despite them winning. Beating the Cardinals by 1 score.
They didn't lose to the Cardinals, though.
Beating the Cardinals by 1 score is grounds for firing for an NFL coach.
The Daniel Jones dynasty is never coming, unfortunately.
Well, he could be a good coach. He strikes... who is going to be motivated by Daniel Jones? Good general manager, perhaps. Okay, the first key to being a good general manager...
JJ's a consensus #1 receiver.
He knows ball.
Do you think every team in the NFL is choose? Well, because of age, probably yes.
Yes.
But do you think every team is necessarily choosing Jefferson over Tyreek?
Yes.
Every single team.
Maybe the Dolphins don't, but other than that, yeah. Maybe the Chiefs.
I think you're underselling the effect Tyreek Hill has on a team. On a defense, I mean.
Yeah, imagine.
And a team's ability to open up the
playbook. If
playbook.
Tyreek Hill leaves your team's basically cooked. It totally won't be the best offense in football and win the Super Bowl.
Well, when you have the best or second best tight end, depending on the Gronk-Kelsey conversation, that certainly, and you have the best quarterback since Tom Brady, that certainly makes it a little bit easier. Like, just quit with these dishonest arguments.
I just don't get.
Look what he's done to the Dolphins' offense. You telling me if Tyreek Hill wasn't part of the Dolphins' offense, Tua would be throwing for as many yards as he is?
No, but I think
like is Tua in the Patrick Mahomes? No, he's not. No one's in the Patrick Mahomes category.
I think he'd still be doing very well. The McDaniel system's clearly good, and Waddle helps. Like if they spent the money they're spending on Tyreek Hill, on another elite receiver, several other role players. Who is that?
How do you feel about the French Revolution and Russell Wilson?
This is a question for me. So I'm not a fan of cutting people's heads off unless it's the French. Europeans in general, I think the beheading is not the worst thing in the world. Hate kings, don't like kings at all. Celebrated Elizabeth's passing from the world. No more monarchs. So I was kind of in favor of the French Revolution. We Americans inspired that. It kind of makes us think there should be better relationship between us and the French. They hate us now for some reason. We hate them. Makes no sense. We saved them two times in world wars where their country would have ceased to exist without us. And they have nerve to be cheeky with us. I don't understand it, but the individual French Revolution itself, great for history, great for France itself. Good moves all around. Russell Wilson's cooked. Granted, first 2 weeks in new offense to be expected. Looked all right week 2, but I just don't think he's getting back to that level he was on in Seattle.
And Daniel Jones couldn't motivate me to make a sandwich.
There you go. He can motivate me to drink if I was a fan of the Giants, I'll tell you that. That is one of the more impressive things about you, Tristan. You've not resorted to any vice besides copious amounts of pornography as a coping mechanism for the Daniel Jones Giants. I'd be drinking 6 days a week. I take Wednesdays off to give my liver a break so I didn't die. But if I had Daniel Jones as my
Did Pro just say in some way beheading is a good thing?
I said that. I think it's a very good thing. When you are getting rid of a corrupt political system like the French were in the 18th century, I think a nice mass beheading of the royalty was a positive for the French nation. Gain sovereignty, gain the political system. No more kings. Not having kings is objectively a good thing. Like what? Were they supposed to send them into exile so they could drum up a following of their riches and return 10 months later to usurp the empire? Those people had to die. And they died publicly. And that was a good thing for the French nation. No one is disagreeing with that.
I don't know anything about the French Revolution.
At least you're not one of those idiots who simps the Roman Empire. That's one thing I hate. People glorify the Roman Empire like the Visigoths didn't run over those bozos.
The who? What?
You really don't know much about history, do you?
I don't have it currently committed to memory.
USA is the best empire. Thank you, Turtle. Turtle, you know history and ball.
And the camera went blurry again.
The beauty of being a Vikings fan is I say they're going to win the Super Bowl every year. That's more of a principle thing than an I actually believe it thing. But at the end of the day, you know you're going to get your heart broken, so it's hard to really get invested. If you make the mistake of getting invested and caring, that's when the heart attacks start to happen. I've managed to separate myself from that. I'll have occasional down 30 minutes after a playoff loss where I ponder the bigger picture.
Why does it go blurry, man?
Us losing the first 2 weeks, I don't care. I'm water off my back. We look like a good team who's struggling with turnovers. If we turn it around, hey, good for us. If we don't, hey, new quarterback next year. Hopefully a new defensive line. Hopefully the same defensive coordinator.
They could have used Jalen Carter. They should have traded up.
I'm okay with what we got.
Yeah. Who are the Vikings interior defensive linemen? You don't know every player on your favorite team.
It's more so I don't care that Jalen Carter's better than them. Let's not pretend.
Granted, I don't think I know the Giants' offensive guards.
I
think I pretty much know everything else, so.
Alexander Madison is a power back whose most productive plays come from running outside. Why is that? Ezra Cleveland, the backup center, and Ed Ingram are the worst 3 interior offensive linemen currently starting in the league. If Bradbury can come back and that free agent Rosner we signed gets to start over Ingram, you're going to see Madison's production jump way up.
I think Madison's just a very, very, very average running back.
Yet he's performing incredibly far below average. Hence the O-line issues.
So Zadarius Smith, a player that, at least over the first week, kind of elevated that Browns pass rush, is now injured. And the best player on their team is injured. This is a tough night to be a Browns fan.
Who is ABM Lincoln? If that's supposed to be Abe Lincoln, I'm a big Abe Lincoln guy. 80% of the women I've dated are allowed to date me because of the greatness of Abraham Lincoln. So shout out to him for that.
How many women have you dated?
I don't know. What depends what you consider dated.
Like dated. Like she was your girl or guy. They were your girlfriend.
They were my partner.
They were your partner.
They were my partner. You gotta pass on those pronouns, brother. We have no stigmatisms here. If you're bad, you're getting the Johnson. And by Johnson, I of course mean a nice proposal and a wedding ring after a conversation with your father.
Why not the mother?
Have a conversation with her too if you want, but some traditions are valid.
Mm-hmm. What if they're an it?
Better be a damn good-looking it with a nice personality. L, Vikings, and Giants. LU, Matthew. LU. Saints win. 3 teams are 2-0 in the NFC South.
Week 1, I got Dallas Goedert, and he got 0 points. I had him in the league too, week 1. Pickens has to catch that. Come on, Pickens. Quit picking your nuts.
You thought you ate there, didn't you?
I ate the nuts.
Hey, what more historical topics would you people like me to talk about? The French
Revolution. I want you to shut up about historical topics. I can't hear any more.
It's crazy how we jumped up to 6 viewers when I was talking about that. Now we're trying to do sports, and back down to 4. Give me a topic.
I think it's because our camera's blurry.
That's totally it. All 4 pixels they can see of us being blurry are definitely turning the viewers off. Who wants to hear about Genghis Khan? If I get anyone talking about Genghis Khan, the chat, I'll give you a little tirade about how he was actually a net positive for the human race. Which he was, by the way. Terrible person, but net positive. Actually, maybe the first climate activist.
Maybe if I get back here, it'll clear up.
Hopefully.
Focus. No, that's getting worse.
That's getting worse. Buster's looking at me like I'm a lunatic. Big Abe Lincoln guy, though.
There we go. It refocused. I did it. Who got the better? Did you read that one?
Well, JFK is a can of worms because we don't know how he actually died. I think that adds a lot to the luster. John Wilkes Booth capping Abe and jumping down onto a theater stage, breaking both his legs. Despite that, running out the back door and getting on a horse and taking off into the night. That was impressive. I will give Wilkes Booth a lot of credit. Burning in hell as we speak, surely, but impressive assassination to sneak in there. Also a famous actor at the time. That'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio coming up and blasting old Uncle Joe in the back of the noggin. I think I'm going to give it to Lincoln. I know I like talking about the JFK stuff. There's a lot of mystery around it. But in terms of the pizzazz, in terms of the players, I think Lincoln's takes a W here. Mongol Empire was crazy. Yes, indeed it was, Turtle. I am driving my friend Tristan nuts. How are you going to say JFK was not acknowledge the physique of our great leader Abe Lincoln? Wrestling Hall of Famer Abe Lincoln. Did you know that, Tristan? He was in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Abraham Lincoln?
He is.
I'm assuming it's a different Abe Lincoln?
It's the same Abe Lincoln.
Why is he in the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Abe Lincoln was a great wrestler back as a younger man.
Jackie boy!
Could have made a career out of it. What up, Jackie? How are you enjoying that steamy fantasy L I just served you up this week? I want you to know, Trevor Lawrence did sell, but even if you played Jones, it wouldn't have mattered, if that makes you feel any better. But as I was saying, Abe Lincoln, notorious wrestler.
Who led the league?
Politics.
Did I led the league in points scored with 3 tight ends starting. I am just built different.
You're building correctly. Imagine if you actually drafted. I was saying 3 tight ends starting when there are 3 really good tight ends doesn't move me.
Shut up.
We have no favorites around here.
Well, I did still, and I had Raheem Mostert and Jordan Addison on the bench. So
poor management.
I'm
Imagine
your
if you
favorite.
miss out on the playoffs because you kept Jordan Addison on the bench and you skip it by like a quarter.
It also helped the Buccaneers defense at 18 points.
Good week for the defense. Not quite the Cowboys putting up 40 points. That might be the highest I've ever seen a defense get.
Also, reacting to an entire game. This is a long game.
Yeah, this again, we may not have made the best decision when committed to doing this.
We can always decommit. Go D2.
Never
We'll do
back down.
first quarter live streams.
We actually should just hype that up excessively. We are streaming the first quarter
of this game. Then we're going to sleep. We're going to live stream sleeping.
That I've seen people do and get a fuck ton of views, but they got sound effects going off. People will donate roses.
Or they get shot by like a BB gun.
I've also seen someone live stream their toilet for the off chance they forget and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Those are sick people. Those viewing that are sick, and those promoting it are sick.
That is a little weird.
That is borderline.
Jackie
society.
Boy came in
hot, left. I got
And
no
left.
issue with that. Did not like me talking about the L I handed him in advance.
I think he felt some type of way.
I feel some type of way too. Losing to me though, it's something you and him have in common. You really are gonna have to like just whoop me one of these weeks. I don't mean like a little 10-point win. You need a 50-piece me.
It was a rough.
I don't think you ever beaten me in fantasy though. That's the thing, which is an insane statement to make, considering the amount of leagues we've been in with each other.
We've been in like 2.
We had one in high school we did a few times.
That one doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count. Counts for me. But hey,
Oh, look at him running.
look at that fella.
Wow. Look at number 57's trying his hardest too.
Oh, almost got him. And he's hurt.
Let me shower.
Someone probably live streamed that too.
That would suck. Your second running back goes down.
Trome Ford. I wonder where.
Oh, he was short. What are we talking about?
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
You were smoking PCP. You were
Good
on
run by
something.
Ford. He did it for Chubb.
Da. Oh!
I told
Now,
you he
wait
was
a
short.
second. Wait a second.
That's his elbow.
That's the pant. His elbow's not down in that angle.
Stop it.
Let's see the elbow shot. Let's see the foot shot. Oh, that might not be down, actually.
That's his arm. It's his forearm.
That might be his ball. Oh, no, man.
See?
It's first and goal. Let's see if he gets his get back.
No, they took him out because he got hurt.
He might go back out there. He might have to finish the job.
Who do they have it? No, they don't have it. Where is he in? I don't know.
He's
I don't know the
not.
Browns roster like that. That doesn't look like him.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
That is not an effective play.
He got rocked. That's
It's
what
more so he just ran into that.
Deshaun Watson needs to give him a pep talk after that.
You have to massage it out of that one.
Stonewalled. Is that a
Chin strap.
chin strap?
Up. Yep. The biggin. Do it yourself, Deshaun. Have them push your back. Oh, they got a fullback in.
Push your back?
Yeah. They've used the offensive lineman to beat the fullback. Good for them. I would not be celebrating after I got
No.
Strong Jr. might need to change his name.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
All right, we're back to 0 viewers. Killed alive.
What?
Killed alive.
Kill it?
We're a jerk. Kill alive. Got the feet.
Should we kill the lion?
Got the feet, dude. Got the feet. 2 hours is a good